And hello. Welcome back to more Hello Charlotte, and probably gonna be the last one from this series for a while. Yeah, I don't know, after I finished and like with it being 2 days, 1 day, 2 days or so since I last finished, it's like I don't know. I've been having thoughts that I want to play the game again. Play the games from the start again. I don't know, maybe it's that rush of like oh, I don't want this to end. Let's play this again. And again and again. I'm half kidding, but yeah, I do want to maybe at some point, maybe in a year or in the future, I do want to revisit the games again. And it's like, because we know what the hell's been going on now with the games, and like a different perspective, like knowing the revelations between what's going on with Charlotte and all that. But yeah, that's sometime in the future. I'll plan on that. I just wanna but yeah, today is going to be the two spin-off games, Delirium and Heaven's Gate. Delirium, I think they're both non-canon. Let me 1 second. They're both non-canon games, but I want to go through them as well. I guess non-canon in the sense that they don't affect the main plot in any way, in a sense. There are some. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this takes place. Delirium takes place in alternate universe from the. It takes place between 1 and 2, but also it's an AU. I think they'll explain it maybe, likely on in the game. So it's not exactly this. It doesn't really affect the main plot anyway. And Heaven's Gate, it's not really not set after the third game, but you really should know about the third game, because it has I think it has some elements that just get revealed only in the third game, or it makes a lot more sense what you're even experiencing in that game. But yeah, so if anyone's here watching in the future who hasn't seen previous games or played the other games, I recommend that first, I guess. But yeah, I really wanted to go through these spin-off games as well. Volume's low right now, so I can raise it a bit for the game audio. Yep. Alright, so shall we begin? Hello there. I'm Charlotte. Please take care of me. You didn't fall for that, did you? Mr. Seth, or should I say Mr. Anonymous? Goodness gracious, this is too fun. In this world, you can't even tell me apart from the girl herself. Too bad, huh? Yeah, this is another different Charlotte from the one we know. Let's call this place an alternate universe. It's not even related to the main storyline in any way. Here, there's no such thing as Seth. You see, the fourth of a kind, understanding parent figure never occurred to Charlotte of this timeline. Ironically, she still keeps talking to herself all the time. Come now, let's see what a world without you looks like. Aren't you excited? Yeah, it's another, yeah. Oh, it's an AU pretty much without the puppeteer. And it's different. Isn't it a different Charlotte? Hello, world. I live in the house. For me, the house is the world. In the house, we can't speak of the house's tenants. In the house, we can't touch the screens. In the house, we can't disturb our neighbors. But above all that, we can't leave the house. It's the unspoken, absolute rule. To be honest, I couldn't care less about those rules anyway. With the oracle's power, all I have to do is eat all the things that stand in my way. Looks like she's sleeping under the bed again. Monitoring brain activity, no irregularities so far. What do you think, November? Should we replace her liver with triple burger cheese melt while she sleeps? I have to disagree, August. August, wouldn't her kidneys make a better test subject? It's time to go. I wake up feeling perfectly fine. Good morning, Micah. You must be hungry. What do I feed you, I wonder? Ah, I know. I had some cockroaches stored in the fridge. And it's a run. Thing I can't save. Yeah. Oh, memory. Book of friends. Everyone is my friend. Anne-Marie is my friend. She knows a lot of swear words and she knows when to use them. Anne-Marie is very smart. Felix is my friend. He's great. Yeah, he's great at putting poison into my tea. I never notice. Bennett is my friend. He excels at cutting bodies in half. He taught me how to gouge out eyes with a spoon. Huxley is my friend. He tries to get his hands on my friends to perform experiments on them, but I stop him every time. I know he's nice at heart. Eden is my friend. He makes the best tea. I never see him around lately. Umbrella Man is my friend. I love him very much. He's my friend, and brother, and sister, and father, and mother, and villain, and God of the world. God of this world is my friend. I call him Cruel God. The Oracle is my friend. I put an end to their world. Scarlet Isla is not my friend. Okay, yeah. It says you should know this. I read that you should be playing this game, how to say, after episode 2, because yeah, a lot of the stuff like Anri, to be fair, even with episode 3, it's funny because you know more about even more. Rabbits are my favorite toys. Green color is my least favorite. Why is it in my bed, I wonder? Yellow is my favorite color. It reminds me of Umbrella Man. Orange is nice too. The drawer is full of moldy white bread pieces. The bacteria colony that I've been raising in the drawers is doing well. Okay. I don't really read books, to be honest, but I bring them here anyway. Fun ways to raise insects at home. The Omnicues refuse to talk to me. Why is it, I wonder? The Omnicues, yeah. And you're gonna refuse as well. Cool. The storage room is locked. Okay, it's a storage room still. That's the TV room still. The TV is boring. But Channel Dimension was fun. The screen won't let me in. Yeah, this is set after 1 for her thing. I had so much fun with Freya in her dimension. Yeah. I'm sorry about what I did to Freya and his drones. This is the bathroom still. There's a toilet. We never run out of toilet paper. The mirror never shows what I want to see. Nothing in the bath. Kitchen's bottom right. No, that's the library. Let's check out the other rooms first. We need to get food for my cat. Hallway. Wait. Let me save. Things, keys. First we need food anyway. The last time I used the oven, well, it's better not to talk about it. A kitchen sink and a trash bin beneath it. The insects seem to have a kingdom of their own in the cabinets. You. Got cockroaches. Bon appetit. It's time for the obligatory TV watching session. This is the library. but now it's just a storage thing. I don't know if this gooey mass on the floor is. Pliers, tongue terrors, torture tools galore. The workers still wear hazmat suits in there. Wait, what? If I put it on, I'll be able to sneak past them. Old clothes, body bags. Bennett keeps his ROM cartridge games in here. The meat inside is rotten. I heard these games are short, so that's why I put both Delirum and Heaven's Gate for one stream as well. It's the morgue room. Read room. Huxley forbids me from entering this room. Oh. Bad end, you're not one of us. Oh. Okay, I guess the worker's just hostile in this one. That laughing one was from... yeah. Oh yeah, it's from the first game. This door leads to the incineration room. Alright, that's not safe. And let's check the other room. I won't go out. If I do, bad things happen. Alright. Let's feed Mad Cat again. And then he watches TV. Oh yeah, cockroaches. And TV time. This green one. Yeah, wait. I think it's this one. Nope. Green one. And the red one. TV is boring, but China Dimension was fun. It doesn't work. Strange. I think I've heard footsteps. But fear not, I'm not going there unarmed. After all, I've got my hands on medical scissors. No one can guess where I've hidden them. Where did you hide them? In Mad Cat. No, unlikely. Where'd you hide them? This stuff looks pretty nasty. I feel so bad you had to eat it, Mad Cat. Why is the serial killer in the fridge again? It remains a mystery. Where'd you hide it then? It should be in your room. Orange is nice. Yellow, maybe in the green one. Hey, they're right under my bed, hiding among all the monsters beneath it. Got scissors. Alright. Oh, it wasn't in the green, it was under her bed. Okay, so where was the footsteps? Maybe I need the suit. Nope. The storage room is locked. Okay, no in there. Nope. Maybe outside. The door is open. Someone is inside the house. Spooky. It's the morgue room. Red room. Enter the red room. Ooh. Peek inside? Sure. There are torture tools inside. There's a collection of Huxley's masks inside. Let's save. My hands touch something sticky. Ew. There are only report papers inside. Oh, so they're Pythias. They're Pythias on the floor. They're whimpering and mumbling in his incoherent words. When I ate the oracle, I took some Pythias home with me. Huxley must be keeping these Pythias on drugs for research purposes. They're barely conscious. Oops, did I say all that out loud? Someone enters the red room. Okay, got this beat going on. Let me lower the volume a bit just so it's not too loud. There. Dum, dum, dum. So, you've entered the red room. Apparently, this is where I keep my livestock. You know, little one, I actually hoped you keep the promise we made together. Seems like I was wrong about you. Remember what I said that day? No one comes back from the red room, and you're no exception. Door closes behind Huxley. Peek inside. Got Huxley's keys from the storage room. He always leaves them there. Let me save. Would he kill me? Ah, bad end. No one comes back from the red room. Why does he have rabbit ears this time? Alright, cool. Now the house will just kill us. Now they're hostile. Okay. It's locked. It's locked. What? I've got the keys. I've got the keys. What are you on about? Oh, to just bypass him. What am I doing then? I got the keys. Did it bug out? Did it bug out? Huxley, I got your keys already, didn't I? What? I got the keys. What? I got the keys. What? Wait. Let me reload. Maybe I messed up. Pythias. Okay. Got Huxley's keys from the storage room. Oh, for the storage room. It's locked. Okay, but it's locked. What can I do here? Okay, it enters the storage room. Shoot. But what am I doing then? I can't do anything here. Do I look at the Pythias again? No. Hello. I'm stuck. What do I do? I got the key. What? What? I shouldn't have any trouble with this. What? Oh, I see. That's what I was messing up on. Alright. I see. I didn't get... Alright, that makes more sense. Just, don't inspect the Pythias. And just get the key and get out. Yeah. Then for some reason he doesn't notice. I guess you stay there for a bit longer than you should. If you... Yeah, you just get wrecked if you stay in there. I see. Alright, now I got the storage room key. Oh, we're gonna die in here. Knock a key. I need a gas mask. Got the hazmat suit. Let me try to go in again. Oh. I would inspect. Let me try to save in there. Okay, let's get the hazmat suit first. Oh, I guess that's afterwards. Lockers are full of useless junk, useless junk, useless junk, useless junk, useless junk, useless junk. Yeah, I'm gonna die in here. Intoxicated. Alright, let's try again. Alright, I guess there's nothing in there. I'm curious though, so let's check the middle shelf. I'm swallowing my own words. Alright. There we go. Now let's see. What's in here? Junk, 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 junk. Cool. Alright, I had to settle my curiosity. Now let's go. Yeah. Run. Okay, yeah. Locker key. Oh, I see. Okay. It fits. I find a hazmat suit. Now I can sneak in. I put in the hazmat suit. And it's locked. Let's try going in without. I think the red room's gonna be locked again. Okay, yeah. Have a nice day. No, it's a cryptic way to say, I hope your day sucks. You should hang out later today. It's a cryptic way of saying, leave me alone. You must definitely join us for dinner. It's not an invitation, we're just being polite. That's the thing, like, I don't know, I don't get with saying that stuff when it's, you know, just for the sake of being polite. Wait, have I seen you around before? Sure. Oh, really? I really don't think so. Yep, goodbye. Alright. We can hang out later today. Jeez, get back. Alright, what's the other one say? Bennett likes watching the game of chairs, and I found it quite good as well. No, it's disappointing in his taste. I should keep quiet. Alright. I can't take it off. Nothing here. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Oh, hello. Henry, so is you. Me? I've come to play. Ever since what? Okay. Well, I guess, I don't know, it wasn't brought up in the second game, but I guess even then, she had brother issues. Even True Realm, Henry, and Episode 3 obviously has issues with brother. The one that we met in Q84's world. Even she had brother issues, so I guess she's happy. She lives in the house too. We're girlfriends. Nice. I didn't know you could pick locks. I didn't. The door was already open. Oh, then there's someone in the house. Henry sees my scissors. Charlie, I can't believe you. You finally got hold of them. I'm so proud of you. Did I say I'd get these? You sure keep your word. So, do we deal with the intruder? Yep, Let's figure a way to do that. Is something the matter? I think scissors won't be enough. Then how about a syringe with a sedative? Oh, one of those we've hidden in the incineration room? Exactly. Let's go. Ah, they're friends in this. Well, they're better. They're the closest they've been, even with episode 2 being this weird. No, weird is the wrong word. More. In episode 2, their dynamic was, I don't know. Henry did want to be friends, but Charlotte kept being weird as heck. And then it got worse with Vincent, except I think it's not exactly up in the air. It's more that it's not exactly straightforward. It's complicated, shall we say. That, oh, maybe Henry did have feelings for Charlotte. Or does, because even when she did send off Charlotte to her pretty much death in trial in both of the endings where Charlotte would have got trialed, she was upset, and of course she still kissed Charlotte for saying that she'd vote for her. So, but even in episode 3, obviously, like QAT4 and Henry's one is more like Charlotte straight up just doesn't really care about her and is more of a bully. Henry in there is more docile. And it's the incineration room. Good old incinerator. Ta-da! Here we are. Contain a syringe. We can fill it with water later. I've heard it can be used as a form of torture. Agreed. So we find the intruder in the house. It's the morgue room. I won't go out. Yep, bad things happen. Meat inside, rotten. Old clothes, body bags. Pliers. Kitchen, nothing here. No one's in the bathroom. I guess we go into her room and wait. Oh, hi, Scarlet. Scarlet? Hello. The intruder is staring at a TV absent-mindedly. I know her all too well. Excuse me. I pierced the intruder's neck with a syringe. Acquired an intruder. Phew, what an unlucky miss. Let's bring her to the basement. Hi, Scarlet. She gets carried around twice. As an item. Okay. Bennett, Felix, come out. I know you're here. You called? I brought friends. This person right there has been really rude. Oh, what'd they do? They came to ruin the fun. Don't worry, leave it to us to deal with them. Well, what do we have here? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Did we start from the top or bottom? That's a good question, my friend. I'd prefer saving her eyeballs for last. Right. Why don't we start with classics? As in, nail picking? If you replace her belly with, let's say, this device and bowels with spiral wires, was she able to produce electricity from the food she consumes? Now you're talking business. She's in good hands now. By the way, we're having blobfish for dinner. Come join if you feel like it. We stand there and watch for a good 15 minutes. I guess after the 6th time. You're right, let's go somewhere more fun. Like a hidden underground facility? Nah, we've been there already. What's this? Hello. I ate Miss Intruder and used her energy to enter another world. But I have no idea where I am. Whoops. Who am I explaining to, I wonder? This is becoming a habit. Henry, are you still there? She must be around. Let me try actually. I don't know if we can go in the TV room before we get the syringe. Oh no, I got it already. Oh well, too late. I'm curious. I keep thinking there's gonna be not really alternate path, but I'm just curious. Let's see. Nice. Oh yeah, and this Anri's by far looks the most bright. This is the TV room. Okay, Scarlet's not there for now. Alright, now I continue. 00110. I don't. Morse code. I can't read binary. Okay, fine. Maybe it'll get revealed, but let's do it. Am I dragging out this game? Yes. Okay. Am I dragging out this game because I don't want it to end? You ain't wrong. All right. 0110123 011001110 011001110 0110011 0111010 offer 0010 0000 space 011001110 0110101 0111 0110 0110 101 00112. Same thing. Okay, it's the same one. No wait, not really. 011 0110 101 011 00 101 011 00001 0111 0110 and 0111011. Offer 5 meat. Okay. Offer 5 meat. I see. Alright. Now let's go to the right first. Well, I think it's just circular, not maze. Like cats. Okay. That's like a cat. How's this though? Don't think I can do anything with those. Oh, maybe this way. Yeah. Bummer. I can't read these. These are all binary code. No issues in books. Hey, human. Hi, have you seen Anri? I do not know this Anri you speak of. My name is Osiris. I'm an AI superior to all you filthy pigs. I'm Charlotte. Listen carefully. I need your help and you need mine. Do I? Silence. You do. I'll help you find the Anri if you need help. If you help me bring down the rain. Fair enough. Promise you'll do my homework as well. Of course, anything. It's a deal then. So, what's the plan? Don't question me, human unit. Bring me the core to the core, I'll do the rest. And the core's whereabouts are... I refuse to answer. So you don't know. That's okay then. I take Osiris with me. Jeez, you're so heavy for a piece of plastic. That is quality aluminium, you fool. These books are soaked in something red and sticky. I'm not really interested in these books. Not really interested. How does this work, I wonder? Just connect me to it. No keys. Any buttons I need to press? No. Too late. Forget it. Oops. Did you just switch the reality filters off? No. I guess. It's a weird looking device. Binary code. Listen, I've remembered something. Yes? You can't exit this area if you don't burn the meats. You need to find some meats, bodies, organics, call it whatever you want. But it might be dangerous, human unit. I cannot protect you in my current form. Just leave it to me. I can't see anything. Fear not, even my limited features I can provide. A flashlight. Bow down before its power. Oh, my mobile phone has one too. Wait. Seems like it doesn't want to be friends. What are you talking about? Catch those things and get this over with. Okie dokie. Aha. Gotcha. Acquire a dead body. Okay, that's 1 meat. I need 5. Hello. Whoops. I'm doing shift, so skipping the first line of dialogue. Okay, that's 1. I need 5. One, 2. Let's go. Hello. I saw someone. Gosh, what is this? Dead by Daylight? Hello. I hit the monster with Osiris. Aha. Gotcha. Acquired dead body. Can't read binary. It says offer 5 meats, you twit. Okay, yeah. I did have to do that myself, but whatever. We have Osiris with us. Okay. Hello. 1 more meat. I need 1 more. Okay. Just gotta keep wandering around till I find one, I guess. The sound is a bit repetitive with the screaming. It's unnerving, but then it's like, oh. Yeah, get back here. Yep, gotcha. Part of dead body. That's 5. I dragged the boys to the center. Hopefully that's enough. What did it say? Entry allowed. I can't believe you're more useful than I initially thought, human unit. I just want to find Anri. Oh, it's still dark as hell. Dark liquid is oozing from the tubes. Let's check here. Tube is leaking with black substance. Can you open the doors to this device, Osiris? Working on it. Apparently I can open only 1 door at once. Which one do you choose? Right room. Right room. And done. Alright, now let's choose what's on the right. Let's save. I don't want to do that again. I'm pretty sure I heard something hissing behind right now. What are you missing? What voices? Oh, hello. Okay. Ah! It's like the teddy bear one, but it's dark as hell. It's like the teddy bear one from the first game, but it's dark as shit. Okay, I think we're fine. I see, let's open a central door instead. You and your irresponsible decisions. Oh shit, it's still around. Shit. Ah, just about made it. Why am I being chased still? The elevators are closed, but press the button first. Miss Beth is just not unleash it. Unless I boned myself and she... Oh, shoot. I boned myself. Ah, brilliant. God darn it. Alright, I boned myself. Okay, run, Charlotte. Up. Alright. Okay, memory. This is canon, to be honest. Yeah, maybe Charlotte would be like, makes more sense to do. Okay, button. Fuck. Please, don't make me do this again. As in, I don't want to do the meat chasing sequence again. Run. Ah! Whew. Are you scared, human unit? Nah. What kind of place is it, Osiris? It's the land of meat and machinery, organics and metal. Used to be, at least. It's a long story. Oh, then maybe it'd be best to find end the conversation here. Inquiry denied, human unit. We used to coexist. Oh no, it's a tragic backstory time. Who's you thinking we're close now? I wonder which one's worse, QAT4 or this one, in terms of relationships. I guess QAT4 is worse, to be fair. This one's still self-aware, but at least she's not... She still has friends. Then one day, all the organic life started dying. We tried to preserve it in the only way we knew, by recreating it ourselves. We produced more failures than successful meats. These things you saw are all failures. Never broken minds are all part of the brain. To stop this, I have to get to the core no matter what. Seems like we can't go any further. Alrighty. Hello. Behind the rubble, there seems to be a small passage in the meat wall. I can't move these things. You're useless. A worm-like thing is growing from the ground. Huh. Funky. Ugh. I mentioned before, but yeah, I don't do great with worms. But these are fine, they're sprites. What's the other one like? It's similar, huh? This is broken, Osiris. Doesn't seem so. Look, there's a keyhole. Which means we need a key in human maggot. Okay, so left one it is. It looks like there's an area behind these meeting things. I'll try pulling them apart. They reconnect, forming a stronger cholesterol. Oh well. Find some tool to get there. I sense it registered an item inside the hole. I command you to acquire it, human unit. Yeah. Fine. Sure. It tickles. My hand is chopped off. It grows back. I think I found something. Acquired a key. I don't think this Charlotte's changed expressions yet. Ever. In this. I don't think she's changed expressions. Like there's blood, but she's in a constant Stepford smile. Insert the key. Is it working now? I should have realized it sooner. We don't have all the source material, you twit. This machine will only work if we bring it samples of, let's say, metal. Metal. Oh, this? Random pieces of junk metal are scattered around. Pick some up? Sure. Acquired junk metal. It might be dangerous to step inside the field. Alright. Insert and turn the key. Is it working? Do I look like I have hands to check? Say what you want to make. I'll help you with the binary code. How about a sandwich? Are you stupid? Fine, I've got it. Let's try it again. Let's make a chainsaw. Alright, that doesn't sound too stupid. Enter the code. The chainsaw is ready, but I can't even lift it, let alone make it work. I give up. You're stupid. Come back after reevaluating your life choices. If that was Bennett, he did it with no effort. Let's try it again. Crowbar. Alright, listen carefully. Crowbar is ready. I acquired crowbar. Yay. Alright, yay. Yeah, we can't move it. Alright, now let's tear down this wall. We can break it open now. Oh! Inside the tanks are humanoid-like creatures. Because these are lifeless. They're just sleeping. Listen, I have an ingenious idea. Another one? Silence. Break these containers open and bring the meat vessels to the machine. There's some junk metal left, so it should work. Why should I do that? Do not question me. Will that help me find Annery? Of course. Fine then. Wait, you sure are hasting me. Wow, you sure are heavy, mister. Let's drag you to the machine room. Huh. Was this... I think, yeah. I'll check after. Let me check now, actually, when it was made. When it was released, actually. I think I remember reading that Delirium is a test bed of sorts. Yeah, 2017, while Childhood's End was 2018. Yeah. So I guess that was also just a test for the what do you call it? The Felix scene with Huxley in the basement. The machine is working properly. So, Osiris enters the generator field. I'll dictate you the code from here. Don't mess it up. Okay. It might be dangerous to step inside the field. I set the parameters. Successfully generated an android. Osiris, is that you? Well, of course. Don't let this meat suit fool you. You have hands now. Is that the only thing you're concerned about? Let's proceed, human unit. We have no time to waste. Proceed where? Oh, we can move this now. Osiris moves the rubble without effort. You're strong, Osiris. Let's proceed. We're getting closer to the core. I can feel it. I hope Annery's there too. Don't be so optimistic just yet. I did detect quite a few heat sources in this area. That is why don't stop running, will you? I'll just go straight. Oh shit! By the way, why do you have to get to the core so much? It's simple. When we get to the core, I'll load myself into every monstrosity we spawned and initiate self-destruction. So you want to die? You ask too many questions, human maggot. That wasn't a question. You're pretty depressed, aren't you, Osiris? Shut it. Got it, got it. I have a feeling we're very close to the end. We have arrived. Yeah, this one's pretty short. Shoot, I didn't mean to save. Ah, whatever. Oh, hello. Here it is, the Rain's core. Henry, there you are. Step back. The girl's organs are connected to the core. If you force to remove the wires, you'll gut her. Oh, may I ask you something? You are allowed to speak. How did it become like this? We exist to preserve life. The human was dying, so we connected the human to the rain. I see. I need to take Henry home. Can you let her go? The human has the necessary genetic material to recreate organic life. The human will now become the mother of all. It's too late to do anything now. You will not leave, human. Too bad that's not going to happen. Sorry. I was just distracting you. Osiris, are you done yet? I've run out of discussion topics. Splendidly done, human unit. Is this... yes, it's kind of like a test bed. Yeah, and it's like... It's a similar concept with Charles's mother becoming the mother of all Charlottes. At the end of the review, yeah. I wonder, yeah. Well, I guess you wouldn't be thinking that stuff, obviously, because this came out after 2, but before 3. But set between 1 and 2 in an alternate universe. Kinda. I finished loading my memory modules in the core. Alright, then we're leaving. I caught the wires with my sisters and pulled Henry close to me. She falls into my arms, gutted and breathless. There's nothing I can't fix. Sorry I couldn't find you sooner, Henry. Initiating self-destruction. Looks like it's all over. Let's go home. This world isn't fun at all. I hate the world of meat and machinery like it was nothing. This world was just another failure, after all. Using the energy of the world I consumed, I restore Henry's body. Henry! Charlotte! Why did you take me with you, human maggot? You promised you'd do my homework, or have you forgotten already? So there, enjoy your vacation at the house. Okay. Thus we came back home. In the end, we always do. In the house, every day is fun. We go on adventures, have fun, and have even more fun afterwards. Even if the world gets destroyed and we die over and over, the fun never ends, because that's the kind of place it is. Hello Charlotte, Delirium, end. Yeah, that was short, yeah. It does make me think, It does make me think, like, what's it called? It feels kinda like, you know, the happy ending, happy quotation mark, because it, even though it said it was happy, it was barely happy. That with the one that, oh, there's like the Charlottes still keep existing, and like we don't break our Charlotte Soul Cube thing and effectively releasing her. And I guess it feels kind of like that, in that this is like, yeah, some AU, but the Charlottes never stop and just keeps going and going. And well, this one is also Yellow Ribbon, so yes, an alternate universe without Seth, and well, she isn't the most moral person. Just like, oh yeah, die Scarlet. Just like, yep, let's just dissect Scarlet, who intruded. Oh, I mean, she intruded the house, so fair play, I guess. But she isn't exactly the same naive, meek, like kind Charlotte from 1-2. Yeah, that was interesting. I guess yeah, it's like a test bed. Let me where's the readme? Let me read it. I remember reading it just before. I was testing some VX Ace features and whoops, I made a game. Is it related to the main plot of Hello Charlotte? No. Do you take it seriously? No. I see. Please don't play it. Thank you very much. Sincerely, Efferin. Yeah, it's more of a test bed. But yeah. Yeah, that was more of a test bed for... You can see definitely where there's some features. The light thing, was it even used that much in free? Not really. Test tube stuff, the gigantic... Yeah. There's some stuff you could see definitely worked its way into the actual free, while this was more like a test bed for stuff. But, alright. That was fun, and now let's go to... where is it? Heaven's Gate. Yeah, it's you can get on itch.io as well. I got it as the DLC version for Hello Charlotte free. Kind of why I had maybe I'll see, because you get the art pack as well for buying it on itch.io. Both the Steam and itch.io version have the extra story as well. But yeah. I hope. Alright, there we go. Visual novel. Yeah, this is also more of a visual novel compared to the other games. It's more visual novel from what I've heard about it. Well, its description pretty much says that yeah, it's more of a visual novel than anything. But to be fair, even with the RPG Maker, they're kind of visual novelly like. Okay. Whoops, let me... Okay, and let me check the sound this time. Just don't mess up the sound settings again. There's no music on the title screen right now. Whoops, sound settings. I need to reconfigure that just in case it decides, yep, we're not going to play sound. I'm still annoyed that I messed up last episode 3 halfway through. Well, not really halfway, 3/4 through, technically, but halfway through the video. That was like, oh yeah. And then it's like, I mean, I spoke through most of the dialogue anyway, so it worked out, but still. Okay, let's start. A4 works. Efferin presents Heaven's Gate. Vincent Fennel. Vincent Fennel is watching a small trail of ants go by, his gaze remaining disinterested. I approach him out of curiosity. Oh, winged ants. That's rare. Let me save. I don't think there's actually audio for this. Let me go to the main menu real quick. I don't think there's actually sound. Yeah, there should be. I don't think there's any sound though. I don't think there's sound. I don't think there's sound, yeah. There is audio files, but I don't know if there's going to be any audio playing. Oh well. It's a short Hello Spinos coming of age kinetic novel developed by Efferin. For free. Yep. Alright. Diary. Whoops. I think diary is the extra story. Yeah, let's start. Vincent Fennel. Maybe that's Vincent's real last name. Cause yeah, because in episode 3 they meant Charles mentioned that Vincent Wordsworth wasn't his real name. At least Wordsworth wasn't. He just named him that because in the end he didn't really even know Vincent. Vincent Fenner was watching a small trail of ants go by, his gaze remaining disinterested. I approached him out of curiosity. Oh, winged ants, that's rare. They're so small. That's good. Bugs are yucky. Look. He gets up from his knees and steps closer to the ant trail. You must be like gods to them, don't you think? With those words, Vincent picks one up. Just one tug and the wings rips off with an alarming ease. Stop it. Let it go. What are you being so upset about? Just because we are bigger, that doesn't mean we should hurt them. It's just a bug, though. Mom says even the smallest lives matter. Mom says bugs are annoying. If you don't stop, I'll tell the nurses. The boy simply gets up and leaves. What's with him? From that day on, I decided I don't like Vincent Fenno at all. 2. Tazos. It's lunch break. Everyone's trading stickers and hoarding a Tazos, a recent fad among kids. Vincent is surrounded by children who are marveling at his collection. Oh, that one's super rare. Where'd you get it? It was in my chips. Lucky. Do you want it? Can I have it? But I don't have anything good to trade you. I don't mind. Just choose one that you don't have then. Trade with me too. Me too. What are you looking at, Charlie? Want to trade too? No. Mom says chips are bad for health. Boring. Vincent, look. I have holographic ones. What's so special about him? All he has is a pack of Tazos. Lost in thought, I trip and drop the box with the classroom turtle I was carrying. The nurses yell at me and make me stand in the corner for half an hour. I blame it on Vincent too. One moment. I'm going to quickly check something. If the actual game is meant to have audio or it just straight up just doesn't have audio. Hold on. Don't think you'll hear 1, 2, 3. Whoops. I don't think you can hear, can you? I hope not. Okay, there's no audio. Cool. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Wait, when was this released as well? 2018, yeah. I keep thinking 2019, but episode 3 was also 2018. Yeah, it had to be. It was like, why are you releasing a game that's a bit spoilery? Yeah, January. Alright. There's no audio, so let's go. When I'm 5, we move into a flat swarming with cockroaches and pigeons living on the balcony. Why is this place so dirty, Mom? I ask. The person who lived here wasn't very cleanly, is Mother's answer. I want to go home, I tell her. Why do we have to leave? You won't be staying here for long, dear, Mother says. I want to believe her. The surrounding dirt makes my skin crawl. Later, I overhear our neighbors talking and learn that the former owner was a drug addict. Died of overdose, they say. When I raise my voice, Mother tells me to be quiet. When I walk around the house, Mother says that my footsteps are too loud. When I become excited, Mother reprimands me for misbehaving. One evening, she has a breakdown over unsorted clothes in the drawer. We're talking normally, but the next moment, the house is filled with shouting and sounds of my clothes being violently thrown on the floor. Thrown. There must be a reason, something else. There must be something else she's angry at, but I'm too young to understand. I apologize over and over, promising I won't ever do that again, as if I committed a grave sin. I'm sorry, Mother. I can make everything right. I won't become a burden. Concert. We're having a concert to celebrate autumn. I notice are wearing dresses with paper maple leaves sewn onto them. I recite a poem aloud, trying to mess up halfway. It has 4 lines. I'm so nervous that my voice comes out quietly, even though I recite it perfectly. Vincent got 6 lines. It must be because the nurses thinks he's the smartest of the group. Hell, he even goes to chess club. Vincent recites the poem in a monotonous voice like he doesn't even give a care. Vincent's almost always the last to be picked up by his parents. Sometimes nobody comes and he just goes home alone. I tell Mum about that and she totally freaks out. How can a child go home by himself? She exclaims, shocked. What are his parents thinking? I don't know what to say to that. Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. Everyone gets tangerines and Kinder Surprises for lunch. It's that funny thing. Are they still banned in America? Or are Kinder Surprises now allowed? No, is that I don't know if it's an urban rumor thing about them being banned in America. But yeah, it seems like this spin-off is like what if Vincent and Charles were childhood friends and they actually met each other in real life first before instead of meeting online the first time and Charles straight up just not knowing anything about Vincent. I get sick and throw up onto my festive shirt. I didn't like it much anyway. Mom did though. Vincent is at the nurse's office too. He tripped and scraped his knee. The nurse is drawing a net on it with green antiseptic. The scrape seems bad, but she's not even wincing. His stare staying blank. Doesn't he feel any pain? Maybe he's actually a robot. I want to ask him that, but my headache is too strong, so I ignore him. All I want to do is go home and watch cartoons in bed. Thankfully, Mom's quick to come to my rescue. Afterwards, I stay at home for a whole week. New stage. Time passes fast. My kindergarten graduation album is filled with pictures of other kids running around and a macro photo of myself in some kind of medieval clothing from the photo shoot. It's my favorite one, but I'll never admit that. I can barely contain my excitement for the first day of school. Vincent goes to a different one, but it doesn't matter. I didn't like him much anyway. Yeah, you're pretty obsessed with him. Elementary school is boring. I solve all the problems in my math workbook in one evening, and as a consequence end up dying of boredom at actual lessons. Shouldn't there be a fast way to do this? As the school days pass, I get so excited about my intellectual abilities that I point out others' mistakes every time I notice them. The girl sitting next to me seems to be enjoying my company, mainly because she gets to copy my answers during tests. In the meantime, I find a new way to make friends. All you have to do is buy them food or share yours. Then everyone will gather around you, excited to get sweets for free. I spend all my pocket money on snacks and still end up being chosen last at PE lessons. It takes me some time and an after-school beating to learn not to poke my nose into others' business. It's not my fault people just cheat on tests. I'm just doing what's right. At least, that's what I think. Apparently, people don't like snitches. Nor do they like being responsible or proper. While I'm doing everything not to be a burden, they're giving their all to cause trouble. I feel like this will take some time to sink in. But over the years, I learned to keep my mouth shut. From a moderately talkative kid, I turned into a complete class ghost. But in the 4th year, everyone still calls me by my last name. Are we in Japan? Reunion. In middle school, we see each other again. Vincent looks more frail than I remember him being. Maybe it's just that I've gotten taller. When he sees me, he smiles. In fact, he smiles to everyone. The usual, unchanging, blank expression that he had in kindergarten is gone from his face, replaced with a mask. It's unsettling. I don't smile back. Somehow, we end up doing a class project together. By the time I gathered the courage to ask someone to invite me, everyone else had already found a partner. But there was an open spot in his group. Sorry. The other kids just wanted easy marks, so only the two of us actually end up working. Vincent is surprisingly nice to work with. He's a good team player, very considerate, and giving his all to complete the task. For the first time in a while, I have fun working in a group. Just a notification. One incoming message from Charles. Charles, here. I'm sending over the presentation files. Great work. Let's do our best tomorrow. He's he's thankful to my effort. This might be the first time in 5 years of school. I'm so moved that I put his name first on the project's title slide. Yeah. Admittedly, it's something I did as well. Like, when you're in group projects, you end up putting the name. You end up putting the names of people who actually did the work first. It's the project's presentation day. Vincent, who was chosen as the group's representative, has a clear, powerful voice. Unlike me, he gets so anxious that I start to stumble on every word, earning giggles from classmates. I hate myself for it. Regardless, our group gets the highest marks. Maybe teamwork isn't half bad. I catch myself thinking. Weakling. Vincent loses consciousness during one of our PE lessons. I never really noticed it before, but he really has the worst stamina in class. And yeah, even that gets joked about in episode 2 and 3, I think. While I fail all the speed tests, I can endure running long distances just fine. He, however, looks completely exhausted after just a few laps. After overhearing one of the conversations between teachers, I learned that Vincent has health complications. Huh. Fennel's not running again. I heard he has a weak heart. Or was it amnesia? He's the best student in class. Maybe he's pushing himself too hard. People like that don't live long. My uncle died from stroke. Really? Vincent? Dying? The possibility has never occurred to me before. Maybe children don't think too deeply about life and death in general. I look at him sitting on a bench near the teacher, watching us run. We never really talk. But I've been watching him for a while, so to me, it feels we share a connection. Henrietta Warhol. Here we are. I often volunteer to stay behind on class duty. Henrietta Warhol gets bullied into it. The other girls call her smelly and cow tits, make her do things instead of them. So right now, she's unenthusiastically scrubbing a dirty desk with a wet rag. You should use detergent to scrub this off. Don't tell me what to do, Isla. Why are you even here? It's not your turn to clean. I like cleaning. Or more like it. Or more like I can't trust anyone with it. Everyone's too sloppy and lazy to properly clean over rust. Just thinking of sitting behind a dirty desk makes my skin crawl. Yeah, I've been thinking as well, like, one reason I also want to continue playing, play again. It's just because, like, the knowledge, like, for example, episode 2, Vincent wasn't really Vincent, it was Charles. And he was misophobia or germophobia, one of those. So yeah, I'm curious to see what signs, like, yeah, Charles, I guess, himself was, conscious about germs. Weirdo. You can go home. I plan to stay after lessons anyway. I have piano class coming up in 2 hours. Just enough time to clean and do homework. No, I'll stay. They're waiting outside. If I go too early, they might think I'm slacking off. Damn, that's complicated. Okay, we clean in silence. I don't really know what to talk about with her. Henrietta doesn't seem like she's up for discussing homework either. Henrietta? Yes? Give me your hand. I place a candy in it. Here, good work for today. Carrying snacks around still remains a habit of mine. Might as well try to win Warhol's goodwill with it. Henrietta stays weirdly silent. There isn't anything wrong with it, right? Unless you don't like Barbary flavor. It kind of Henrietta looks kind of like the girl who was getting her hair cut in episode 3. Sorry, the one that was getting the one that mirrors Charlotte's situation, but she kind of looks like her, the one in episode 3 who was getting bullied. Oh, thanks. You're welcome. Henrietta awkwardly stumbles out of the classroom without saying so much as goodbye. Weeks later, we start talking during lunch break sometimes. The other girls mock and tease her for it, but Henrietta learns to talk back. Maybe she's more confident about herself when she feels less alone. Okay, listen up, Isla. We're going to get rid of your acne. I'm going to send you a list of skincare products and food to avoid. But Mom, no buts. For a clean freak, you sure hate looking after yourself. Mother never tells me about anything about her past or father, and I never ask. It's something we never talk about. All I can do is listen to her occasionally cry at night and keep quiet about it in the morning. She's holding up well, but I can't help but worry that one day she might trip and fall and never get up. The fall makes my hands itch. I spend 10 minutes in the bathroom trying to wash it off. Oh, is that why we had that scene in episode 3 as well? It's pretty much stuff from... Oh, I get it. Right. The Charles Eiler exhibit was Charles's own issues like this. I guess this is partly related to the Charles that we know, even if it is a spin-off. Like, he didn't actually meet Vincent, but there's some similar traits. I want to grow up and become someone you can depend on. Interlude, alone. It's quiet in the mind library. I'm hunched over language books, trying to fill in the blanks, but all the letters come out jumbled. I write them over and over until the pages are filled with illegible scribbles. Frey peeks over my shoulder like nothing's wrong. Doing someone's homework again, Miss Wiltshire? You do know that's no obligation to do it, don't you? It's for a friend. Ah, that's why you couldn't turn them down. I see. Now let's check the log. Sorry. Yeah, this is inside the... It's quite in the mind library. I see. But this is... I guess it's in between... during episode 2, maybe. Yeah. Because they said you're friends? Was it so wrong to believe in them, Frey? No, of course not. Miss Wiltshire is a very earnest girl, after all. Too gullible for her own good. You see, your so-called friend used was a keyword. A password doesn't mean anything. You heard it and immediately thought of the meaning you had for it. You may have understood that the other person meant, I want to help you and understand you, but in reality it meant, I want to use you for my own needs. Surely they could have been honest with you, but would you be doing this for them if you knew the truth? Right? It doesn't make them evil per se. If they were the main character, I'm sure the viewers would understand their way of thinking. Frey runs his finger over a messed up sentence and stops at the period mark. The true evil lies in muddled words, Miss Wiltshire. Remember that. I absent-mindedly look at the ruined workbook. Still, if I don't do as they say, I'll be left all alone. This is all I'm good for, anyway. Frey leans his head on me, but I have no strength left to shove him away. You know, that's not true, Miss Wiltshire. You just want someone to make you feel better about yourself, even if it's someone you despise. But don't worry, I know all the words you want to hear. You may feel like you're never doing enough, but in reality, you're always doing your best, aren't you? Maybe we'll see how this blends all together, but I guess, or it's just an interlude just to like, I guess that's, I guess Charlotte over time, I don't know. It depends how you read into it. Like, was she aware over time and just in denial about, being bullied and mistreated? I want to replay the game, but I want to do that. I'll give it some time. Otherwise, all my streams have just been Hello Charlotte. Okay. During the first year of high school, we go on a school trip. I don't have anyone to make promises about sitting together with, so right now I'm left with 3 choices. Sitting with the teacher, sitting with one of the class bullies, approaching Mr. Fennel, who appears to have a seat open near him. I decide the latter is the lesser evil. Mind if I sit here? Not at all. Thanks. Oh, now that I think of it, it's the front seat. I shouldn't be taking it. You can just change with someone if you get carsick. I, for one, can't sit in the back. I always get dizzy. Sucks to be you. I always like sitting near the front-ish. I like seeing, in school buses, I like seeing, like, the front window. Crap. Wait, I skipped that. Vincent laughs dryly. His laughter doesn't reach his eyes. Crap. I just messed up my second informal conversation with him. By the time I gather myself, Vincent's long since asleep. His head is bumping against the bus window in small intervals. I bring my MP3 player, but minutes later, everyone decides to watch an action movie. The loud sounds doesn't seem to bother Vincent, who's sleeping with his earplugs. I should have brought some too. In the end, I set on watching the movie and lose track of time. By the time we arrive at the hotel, it's past midnight. I get a room with 3 guys who don't mind me ditching them during the night. Success. At best, they'll get drunk and play cards in someone else's room until sunrise, and at worst, one of them brought drugs. Maybe both. We get up the stairs and unlock our rooms. As a bed and a shower, it's perfect. And classmates leave the room as they finish unpacking. It's expected, they don't bother inviting me anywhere. Glad they know I hate having fun. I spend half the night sketching ideas for comics I might draw someday. All of them feel like I've seen them before. In the morning, I emit the light of freshness. I like being up early. The hotel dining room is dead silent like a cemetery. All my classmates, only some girls and Vincent are present. I decide to drop into the seat near him. Morning. Good morning. I didn't see you last night. I was getting my beauty sleep. Did you party with everyone? Of course. Have to admit it, I have a hard time imagining you drinking. Why? I have high alcohol Sorry. I have high alcohol tolerance, unlike many. Don't remind me. I woke up to sounds of someone puking in the toilet next door. Unpleasant, isn't it? My face says it all. Still, the image of Vincent downing alcohol like a glass of juice seems really funny to me, so I can't help but laugh out loud. This gives me a questioning look, so I quickly try to change the topic before he asks anything. When I drink, I just become sleepy. Boring, right? Is that so? I thought you'd be the type to talk a lot. Nah, if anything, I shut up for good, then fall asleep. I think I'm the type people would call an ambulance for because they drunkenly think I died of lethal ethanol intake. You sound like you speak from experience. Well, the trip itself is nothing special. Art museums never interested me much. During one of the excursions, Henrietta got lost and I volunteered to look for her. Thankfully, I spot her at the statue near the museum with a dead phone. Henrietta doesn't let go of my shirt until we go back to the group. The night at the hotel on our way back doesn't go as smoothly as the first one. This time I had to share a room with a guy who doesn't mind other people seeing him make out with his girlfriend right in the room. I do, so I grab my jacket and make my escape. It's already past curfew. Probably not the best idea to spend the night on hotel stairs, but whatever. The sight started to doze off. Someone shakes my shoulder. Isla, you'll catch a cold if you sleep here. It's Vincent. Ah, thanks. I didn't mean to sleep. Why are you out here this hour? Just wanted to get some fresh air. I do enjoy night walks. We're not allowed to leave the rooms at night, you know. And may I ask why you're here? I guess I'm not a fan of voyeurism. No, that sounded bad. Forget it. Okay. I'm guessing there are problems with your roommate? Yeah, that's the pleasant way to put it. I could use less pretty words, but I leave a bad taste in my mouth. Vincent looks at the night sky. It's nice here. So quiet. I don't have to wake up to shouting. I don't know what to say, so I just pick up my skin. Sorry, I said too much. No, that's fine, pitiful, awful. None of these words seem to fit. I'm not someone who should comment. We sit in silence for some time. That being said, do you wish to return to your room? Nah, I'll wait it out a bit more. I see. Well, good night then. Night. Thanks for keeping me company. It's my pleasure. Vincent seems like a character. I forgot the name of the voice actress. The one that does like Nagito Komaeda, um, and some others in Japanese. It sounds like the kind of character to be voiced by her. Half an hour later, I return to my room, only to find my classmate sleeping soundly. This asshole. I fall asleep thinking it'd be nice to go somewhere in my class again. Passwords. Would you mind joining me for lunch? Sure. Just gonna grab something to eat. Is it the usual place? Yes. I'll be going ahead then. The rooftop? Vincent likes to eat outside. It's more quiet here, he says. After the class trip, we started hanging out more often. Sometimes he invites me for lunch, like today. Don't you think the education system is flawed? Vincent brings his hand to his chin, thoughtful. Depends on what you define as a flaw. If the main objective of education is discipline, then it's essential to have a hierarchy. I'm rather thinking about things we learn. Take today's test, for example. Do you actually know what the entropy of isolated systems never decreases means? Can you explain that? No, not really. I just learned the material needed to answer the questions. See? You only learned the answer the teachers wanted to see. Not only will you forget this knowledge, but you have no clue what you were writing about. Truly, education. It'd be like that. We're only learning keywords that we don't know the meaning of, and don't gain any practical knowledge. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. If you can't find use for theoretical knowledge, then it's meaningless, right? However, I wouldn't use this statement as an excuse to slack off, or accuse people of using bad teaching methods for that matter. Right. I just want to hear me out on this. It gave me the opportunity, I had to change something myself. It's ridiculous to tell others how to do their work. I'm relieved you understand. Oh, yeah, it's like that password thing, like, they're words, but they essentially have no meaning. Or, yeah, stuff like that. I think it's not just the education system that uses keywords, though. Words that carry no meaning litter our speech in everyday life. Then mass media is entirely made of them. Wait, that was, Vincent saying that. It's just template phrases that are guaranteed to cause a reaction, while the hidden objective may be entirely hidden. Yeah, like articles bashing local art exhibitions are actually written to promote them. Oh crap, I think break will end soon. You still haven't finished your food. Don't worry about me. We hurriedly finish our modest lunch and run to class. Puberty. I guess to be fair, yeah. Even when you're young, some people do go out drinking and stuff, so it'd be like that. The older we get, the more disturbed and obnoxious everyone becomes. We're trying to connect, clumsily, erratically. Which I do understand to some degree. I've always been fine in my own company. Vincent's, but it can be tiring too. Sometimes he starts ranting on subjects I don't understand, which gets tedious. Like, how do I give a damn about politics? Go back to your containment board, for God's sake. Vincent? Okay, Vincent. Yeah, I guess even in this one, this Charles seems to be doing slightly better. Like, while he does this Charles versus episode 3, True Realm from the mainland games. This one, while it does seem to have some hate, just general attitude is similar. He's not in as bad of a place versus like, Charles from episode 3 who has his sister as a tulpa. Well, yeah, and his mother doesn't even recognize him anymore and thinks he's Scarlet and all that stuff. Henrietta isn't a saint either. I'm actually masochistic for enjoying being badmouthed by her. At least she has the same horrible taste in anime. Miss Warhol, you absolutely have to consult me on dating sims. We could make a fortune of this. Fuck off, Eiler. I won't sell. Here at least. And don't talk so loudly. The other girls will hear. It's your fault trying to seem something you're not. So how about it? You and me? A dojin circle? No, I've never written a finished story in my life. Just copy the popular tropes. Everyone only wants things they used to. Just go away, Isla. You're a bother. Go pester someone else. Trying to talk to Miss Warhol always lists my moves. Talking to Miss Warhol always lists my moves. Have you heard of Heaven's Gate? They're an organization that preaches that our world is controlled by alien puppeteers from another world. Oh, shit. Does that mean that that their world is more real than ours? What even is real these days? Do you think we could be saved if we refuse to be actors on the stage? Maybe we should leave altogether. What's up with the emergence of the web coats lately? You mean Heaven's Gate? Actually, I helped copyright the contents for the site. What? Really? Of course. Any kind of content has creators. This one was meant as a prank, though. You don't actually believe that we're puppets on strings, do you? The text you wrote was awfully convincing, though. I'm honored. Why Heaven's Gate, though? We wanted it to seem big, despite it being a prank. Yeah. I see. It's similar to the whole puppeteer thing in the normal games. Does it sound like something promising? Yeah, sounds pretentious as fuck. It doesn't mean anything really. Just like Heavenly Kingdom doesn't exist. So an empty promise of virtue. Huh. Still, isn't it kind of dangerous? People might actually believe you guys for real. That would be silly, don't you think? Interlude. Rationality. Mr. Honecker, do you think I'd act more rational if I killed my remaining emotions? I don't believe we could be rational without feelings. Patients with prefrontal cortex brain damage cannot express emotions. To them, any decision seems as good as the other. For example, when I think of killing someone I care about, I am overwhelmed with horror. It goes without saying that I'd never do it on a whim. Thus, feelings are essential for rational thinking. Soap inhibits the prefrontal cortex functionality as a side effect, right? I've been saying it over time, but consuming it isn't doing you any good. You lose the ability to distinguish the weight of one decision from another. And that means? That means killing me and eating cookies for breakfast will be morally equal to you. My point is, killing your emotions will only worsen your overall mental state. It's okay to care, Bennett. Bennett croaks out a laugh. Trust. Vincent peeks over my shoulder, startling me with his voice. Are you writing something? This barely counts as writing. Fennel steps over the bench, now facing me directly. Are you dissatisfied with what you're making? No, not exactly. Not more than usual. It's just I don't know how to communicate my thoughts to others. The whole plot looks too contrived. I stopped reading after the first page. Do you think your readers are stupid? No. If anything, it's my own fault that I'm a clumsy writer, not theirs. Then, do you not trust them? I don't. I mean, I really want to. I'd be lying if I said I did. I see. If you can't bring it around no matter what, why not prove that you yourself can be trusted? Vincent leans closer to my personal space, making me recoil a bit. Show that you've done your research, that you're knowledgeable about a subject you're handling, that you're involved as much as your reader is, that you're prepared to bare your mind and soul. His presence suddenly overbearing, Vincent looms over me. My breathing hitches. I feel small. Wouldn't I be making a fool out of myself if I admit my weaknesses? Yes, it'll make you vulnerable. It'll leave you in the open, naked in public. Guts out. Come, cop a feel. For $1.99 only. Thrilling, right? You. Yet still, you'll be the one in control. Because it was your conscious decision to reveal the information, and you hold power over it. I feel this is it's kind of a commentary a bit. It's like, yeah, the $1.99 made me think, because like the Hello Charlotte games are pretty cheap. and then great. And it's like, yeah, if if it wasn't obvious, the afterword by Ephraim pretty much said, yeah, talking about that it's their own experience or it's their own emotions laid bare, laid bare, that sort of thing. With those words, Vincent leaves my personal bubble and drops on a bench beside me. Having nothing to hide puts you at both at an advantage and disadvantage. My opinion is that it's worth it. I suppose that's one way to go about it. If it were me, I'd rather have the work exist separately from the author. If anything, I prefer working as anonymously as possible. Yes, I'm not saying my approach would work for each and every person. You should choose what suits best for you. But most importantly, don't underestimate your readers. Make them feel like your story is the best thing they'll ever experience. Make them feel like they can only feel that way with you. And there you have it, a story you can be proud of. The way you put it sounds like you're selling your mind to others. Does it? I'd call it sharing. Besides, being insincere in your work will result in a flavorless throwaway text. You want to write disposable garbage like that? Mr. Fennel, you're intense. That's. Oops. Shoot. What was it here? Okay, yeah, I like that. I'm saving that there. I like the conversation they're having. That's a lot of knowledge for someone as young as you, Mr. Fennel. I'm just saying what I've learned from more experienced writers, and I suppose I'm really passionate about writing. Oh, I didn't know that. Is he writing something too? You just looked like you needed advice. Were the words I chose enough? Yes, thanks. I owe you one. Actually, would you like to read what I've written so far? I think I could use some feedback. Sure. Don't expect mercy. Bring it on. I'll fetch you my notebook next week then. There's a lot written, so you can take your time with it. Whoops, I don't know why. Our conversation is cut off by the ringing school bell. During our final school year, Vincent joins the student council and invites me to do the same. Did you mention you wanted to influence school life if possible? I believe it's a good opportunity to do so. I think it's not I think it's not about good ideas, but rather the ability to convince others, which is something you have. And right now I'm using it to convince you to try it. So persistent. Fine, I'll tag along. Success, you'll definitely regret it. Huh? Wait, that's the opposite of words of encouragement. It's past 6 p.m. We're the ones the last students leaving the school. I stretch and allow myself to let out a prolonged yawn. Today's meeting was so tiring. I need I need a no people day soon. Hmm, I can understand that, says Vincent, who talked during the whole meeting. How'd you even have energy for that arguing? I just enjoy good discussion. More like uncivilized discourse. Everyone's basically trying to shout louder than the others. Thrilling, isn't it? I can't believe you. I'm joking. It's indeed a bit tiring. I'm not a big fan of the noise. However, I don't feel like going home just yet. Well, the weather is not bad. I was planning to invite you to a walk anyway. Alright. Should we walk in silence for a while? Oh wait, be right back. I forgot something. Hold on. Sorry, I'm back. I forgot I had to defrost some food, so it's defrosting now. Hold on 1 second. Okay, let's go. Should we walk in silence for a while? Good plan. Let my vision lose focus, and feel the world around me slow down. We part ways after an hour of strolling around the park. Feeling re-energized, I spend the whole evening leisurely studying subjects ahead of the program. Social media. We're waiting for the next class to start. Henrietta sits near me on the windowsill, dozing off with a chem textbook in her hands. I'm so tired of social media. Everyone's talking so much, but no one's talking about the things that really matters. And I feel bad for contributing. Henrietta yawns and stretches, then pinches my nose. What do you think people should be talking about then, genius? And who are you to decide what matters and what doesn't? Shut it. I know I'm just saying how I feel, and I feel tired. Your judgments are useless then. It's like wanting a teenage melodrama to have deeper meaning. Want something profound? Read a book. Or go talk to Fennel. He's like a combination of a therapist and a saint, so no wonder you love that. Way to trivialize him. He's like a god. A human. You're just biased because he validates you. Okay, good point. Still, I don't get it. What's so good about him? Aren't you seeking praises just because he's polite? Just because he has the human decency to make effort to be kind to others. He's hardworking, reliable, and I have to talk to him. I always feel like I've ascended to some new level of human consciousness. Also, he appreciates the concept of personal space, unlike some. Uh, you're lying there, Charles, but okay. Are you done yet? Now you're just being jealous. Go fuck yourself, Eiler. See? No human decency. Vincent would be like, would you kindly back off? That's the same thing. Might as well be. I wonder if he's gotten angry at someone. He just has high self-control. I lost my somewhere along the way when I tried to prove I'm not a doormat for others to step on. She's conscious about her attitude after all. Mean Anri is the best Anri. Actually, any Anri is great. I can't tell you not to worry about it though. But I like you the way you are. Okay. Ah. Possessions. Vincent comes over to do a research project for school. I walk him into my room with rubber gloves still in my hands. Isla, you look proud of yourself. Of course. Cleaning done. Clothes ironed. I can focus on schoolwork in peace. Good. You seem to be especially scrupulous when it comes to organizing. I just can't see the focus when there's something out of place. I'm not thinking about a single sheet of paper lying around unsorted instead of doing something useful. Oh, but that's not the worst of it. Must be tough. My workspace isn't very organized in comparison, although I don't have many personal possessions. Don't you like stuff piling up? That too, and perhaps I'm not very sentimental. Yeah, this is close to the actual one, but doing slightly better. He actually touched grass, let's say. Well, to be fair, is not as severe his situation versus. Yeah, I keep saying it, but it's pretty apparent. I briefly wonder if that's really the reason, but decide not to press on. Press on. This is a topic. That being said, remember when we were all about collecting stickers and stuff? Yeah, everyone's crazy about trading. I still have my collection. I can't bring myself to throw away my cat toys too. It's kind of embarrassing. Why? You must have loved them a lot. Having things you love doesn't make you seem infantile. Well, yeah, when you put it like that. What about you? Don't you have your favourite stuff? No. I only bought popular things regardless of whether I liked them or not. Oh, I see. And then? Then I threw them away as soon as they become useless. At this moment, Vincent's gaze seemed empty. His face didn't convey any particular emotion, even though he was smiling, which felt horribly out of place. Perfection. It felt like we weren't talking about bootleg Digimon stickers, but something else entirely. Well, uh, yeah, I see. You must have no interest in material possessions. That's admirable. Isn't pauses for a bit, then answers. Yeah, that must be it. His words sound hollow. Uncertainty. The sun is about to rise. Henry's fallen asleep on a beanbag with a joystick in his hand. Henry. Henry, Henry, Henry. Henry. Oh, her brother. Right. I forgot. Right. That's Henrietta's brother. I just keep thinking because like episode 2 we did really mention him much. Episode 3, he's fucking dead. And episode 2, Charlotte ate him. Henry, episode 3, what? Delirium, sorry. Henry comes to hang out on weekends. Sometimes she brings her brother, whom she begrudgingly babysitting. We play video games and eat snacks. When Henry's not in school environment, she's far less stressed out. Her voice sounds lower than normal. Crap. Your brother is good at rhythm games. Yeah, use him as you like if you need to score full combos. That's all he's good for anyway. Aren't you being a little harsh? He deserves it for being a lazy ass. Haven't you seen his grades? It's like he's made a goal for himself to become the worst student of the year. Maybe his mind just works differently from the rest. Yeah, that too. But for the most part, he just wants to play MMORPGs all day. I don't. I was trying to say it, but I don't know the copy pasta for XIV. So, play the critically acclaimed something 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 free trial. Sorry, I want to help him, but I also want to break from all this shit. I'm tired of working at part-time jobs to help my parents sustain this lifestyle. Do you know how much console games cost? Add to a monthly MMO subscription, gacha pools, and merchandise, you'll get my monthly salary. Your parents don't have to buy all that, you know? Henry says they motivate him, so if they don't, he just refuses to leave the room. Jeez. Irene looks at the ceiling, contemplating something. Isla, I was thinking. Yes? Aren't we actually dating? What? Irene starts counting on her fingers. Look, it's the 5th time I'm staying over. You take me out for nice food and carry my bags when I'm shopping. You even look after my brother when I'm busy. Aren't all these things just what a decent person would do, Miss Warhol? It's a thing you kind of wonder, yeah. Like, I don't know. I talked to this. It's a weird topic, but yeah, like it's not stuff you do normally. I fail to see your point. Aren't you the one who's always like, I wish someone would call me princess and take me on cute dates. We go buy clothes. We buy matching clothes and cuddle on the sofa. Ari nudges me with her elbow violently. Yeah, you're fried from that. Please don't use that squeaky voice to imitate me again. Still, once we call this, does it need a specific term? If you're talking about becoming each other's possession, then I'm against it. No one ever belongs to anyone. Yet, for some reason, everyone thinks a meaningless string of letters can bind someone to them. Isn't it normal to want to call someone your own? To want something you could call your own? It rubs me the wrong way. That would mean treating others as commodities, which in turn contributes to a mindset intrinsic to a capitalist society. You had to bring your pointless philosophy into it. To say it in normal people words. Sorry. I just don't know yet. Henry sighs. Well, me neither. Hold on, let me try something. Henry leans in, kisses me. So, how was it? It's supposed to be this amazingly good thing that every story lives up to, but it didn't really feel like anything out of the ordinary. What if it was, someone else? I think it'd be the same. You know, I'm not too comfortable with physical stuff. Is there something wrong with me, after all? Want me to hate you? Aren't you the one who keeps going on tirades about everyone experiencing life differently? It's because I don't understand doesn't mean it's your fault. Sorry, I just feel like I'm constantly letting people down. And finding down on like you, jeez. Or stop worrying about it. Look at Fennel being comfortable in his own company. Vincent's always surrounded by people though. He only started isolating himself just recently. I've only talked to him a few times. It felt like he wasn't even there. He's not really listening to what you say. So my conclusion is that he's full of shit. But at least he's content with it. Maybe he's just bored around you. Maybe, but he's like that around literally anyone. And you kind of suck at reading people. I bet Fenno's the kind of person who'd populate a planet with clones of himself and be happy with it. Where did that come from? If I cloned myself or had my personality divided into parts, it'd end in a mass suicide. Oh yeah, I'm thinking just in context of the main games because it's still it's a similar Charles but more. I keep saying it. We get the point. Yeah, but um, hmm. He did mention that he did try that himself in his own world, but yeah, now you're being weird. Anyway, I guess it's stupid to try and mold you into something you're not. Even if you do everything a romantic partner would, it's pointless if you're not feeling it. I'm sorry. There you go again. It should be a thank you, shouldn't it? You're right. Thank you, Henry. Yeah, and they dealt with their relationship a lot better as well. Like, Henry, you could debate that their relationship was just for social appearances, especially with Henry. I wake up with a headache and stumble into the bathroom to brush my teeth. I look at the mirror and notice I can only blink with one eye. Weird. But whatever. School proceeds as normal until I start to feel inside extremely fatigued during fifth period. Something's not right. I end up calling Mom. She always knows what to do. Seems like your son has Bell's palsy. It might take around a month to recover. Great. Out of all rare illnesses, my body decided to get this one. Missing Mom for school before exams sounds like the worst case scenario. It's just half my face staying unresponsive, yet my body feels numb. I can barely focus on the phone screen as I type a message back to Annery, who's curious enough to investigate my sudden disappearance from class. You okay? Got hospitalized with face paralysis. The fuck is that? The fuck is that indeed? One of my eyes can't blink, and my mouth is stuck in a convoluted grimace. Thank God no one will come to visit. I close my eyes, one manually, and hope that numbness will go away in the morning. It doesn't. Hospital food is tasteless. It doesn't really matter since I'm going to be discharged today. No one stays at hospital for more than 2 days unless they're fatally injured. Mother asked her acquaintances to give me a ride home. What followed were 2 weeks of pills and 24 hours sleep and 2 more weeks of staring at the ceiling because my mind couldn't focus on anything else. Henrietta came to visit while you were sleeping. She brought some printouts from school. Bless her. Among the stuff Henry bought, I found a notebook with Vincent's name on it. I hope you find these notes useful. Get well soon, said the note inside. I'm mortified. I ended up being a burden to them both. I tried to shake the feeling of being sincerely grateful, but ended up being choked by guilt. I have to catch up. Become better, more capable. If I'm not ahead of others, then my self-worth is no better than zero. I need to thank the people who care about me soon. When I finally become able to come outside after what felt like forever, dandelions were in full bloom. Care. Vincent has his nose buried in a notebook today. He's definitely writing something, but I never pry. I think there are 2 ways to go about writing. To be the one in power, or to give power to your readers. You can write a piece so flawless and complete that your awestruck reader will be rendered speechless, or create a flawed, seemingly incomplete work, prompting the reader to contribute with better ideas. Which would you prefer? Playing a god or making a fool out of myself? Tough choice indeed. So, the latter seems like less pressure, so I take that one. That way, every reader can become a co-creator, even if they get laughs at my expense. I see. Besides, if something's considered ideal, you can only make copies of it without creating anything new. It doesn't sound too creative to me. More importantly, what's your choice? Me, well, what do you think? I think you want to leave it a rhetorical question. How are your grades coming along, by the way? Well, looks like I'll be one of the only few people invited to the awards ceremony. Wow, you're amazing. I didn't really have a choice. Do you think you'll be able to graduate with honors? Nah, I totally blew my chem and math grades. It took me a bit of time to come to terms with the fact that I'm not that smart. Wish I didn't grow up thinking that doing well in academics would guarantee me a secure future, though. Or anything, really. Right now, I just want to sleep my life away. By the way, how's mother feeling? She's okay, surprisingly enough. I do my best to help her, too, even if it means working in retail. I'm sure of it. She used to be far more violent than before. Never laid a hand on me, though. It was always something else: utensils, clothes, books. The only thing I regret as a kid, I tried to make her less aggressive by saying I'll kill myself. That was extremely selfish of me. You were a child. You didn't know any better. Still, it's so weird. Out of all solutions, my 4-year-old mind always jumped to suicide. Vincent touches the bruise on his cheek only somewhat consciously. I guess I just wanted to guilt trip her into caring. I see. So that idea isn't foreign to you too. What do you mean? It's nothing. Don't worry. Sounds fishy. But as long as you don't want to talk about it, I'll bug you off. I'll bug off. Thank you. I would hate being pitied. Visit. Maybe I shouldn't have come here without warning. But it's Charles, so he won't mind all that much. I'll also return this book and go home anyway. It's open. Jeez, when will they fix the lock? It's already been a month since it's been like this. This place is already a hellhole. Would it hurt them to put more effort into making it a bit safer? The elevator's taking too long. Did someone just come in? Keep quiet and no one will get hurt. You bitch, stop screaming. Somebody help. I hear someone opening doors, floors above, and a dog barking. He ran away. I can't stay here. Blood. Oh no. What happened? Ring. Ring. Who could it be? Maybe I shouldn't pretend we're not home. Henry? There's a trail of blood behind her. It keeps dripping, staining the floor. What happened? Shit. Okay, don't talk. Mom, call the ambulance. Henry, I'll help you lie down, okay? The blood will get everywhere. Don't worry about it. It's going to be alright. How long isn't punching it, that is. Here. Sorry for the makeshift scarf pillow. I'll get you a real one in a bit. I'll try to stop the bleeding now. But I only have theoretical knowledge about it. Forgive me if it hurts. Mom will Google the right way to do it, so trust us. Ari stays quiet. She must be in shock. I help her take off her shirt and look at the wound, trying to focus on the blood oozing out. It's most definitely a life wound. Okay, this should do it. I throw the blood-stained shirt into cold water and let out a sigh. The ambulance arrives quickly. I follow her to hospital, hoping that it's nothing serious. When I see Anri again, she has the same absent look on her face. What did they say? No internal organ damage. But it's going to leave a scar. That's good. It sucks. Why do things like this happen? Can't everyone live in peace? She begins to tear up. Why must there be causes of every person I see on the street? I must be scared of walking alone. I'm scared too. Ever since we moved into that place, I've been paranoid of every sound. We got rid of cockroaches, but the neighbours stayed. Want me to get you some pepper spray? I have some in my bag. I hate it. The very fact that you speak of these things like they're nothing out of the ordinary. But they are ordinary. My mom got stalked by a psycho for over a year. Got smacked with a broken bottle on the street some time ago. Our neighbour's dog got mauled by a pack of strays. Life's full of misfortunes like that. Fuck that. It's unfair. It is. But there's nothing we can do about it, can we? You're always like this, ignoring the problem instead of doing something about it. Miss Warhol. What? And what's with the sudden formality? I didn't get to ask, but what exactly happened back then? I don't get it myself. Everything happened so quickly. He told me to stay quiet, but I screamed my lungs out anyway. Maybe it's what's in my purse. Maybe something else. I don't know. I just wanted to return the book. Harry turns over and cries into the pillow. Interlude. Wound. Okay. Examination over. I'm going to disinfect the equipment. You can get dressed. Thanks, Mr. Honecker. So, how is it? I don't think these bruises will ever heal. Unless we skin you complete and replace the tissue completely. Yeah, I don't think you want it. Even though you're mostly dead unless medicated, it's going to hurt like hell. Can't laugh about that. If it's a smile, I can always give you one. See? Just like I was told in the labs. Stop it. That's not funny. It's weird, Mr. Honecker. I'm so desensitized to cruelty and violence that I no longer feel saddened or shocked by them. I don't think I'm capable of crying either. Or feeling anything really. Just, everything is just mundane. Well, humans are adaptive species. If all you see is every day's atrocities, you can't help but get used to them. Yeah, I guess you're right. Forget I said anything. You hate being sober that much. When I am, I start having thoughts. I'd rather not think, Mr. Honecker. That should be your thing to do. Good night. Well, he's right. It's really not something I should concern myself with. I have to focus on my research while I still have the time. Love. We're strolling in the park after school again. The weather isn't particularly good, but I have an umbrella with me. Vincent doesn't mind the rain, but I do, so I follow him like the butler of a rich household. His throat is bandaged. Vincent doesn't bring it up, and I don't ask. We stop at the small bridge. Oh, I hope this Vincent isn't also suicidal. I hope he isn't, but we'll see. It's seeming that way. Oh, there's something I've been meaning to tell you for a while. No way. Is it a love confession, Mr. Fennel? Almost. I've been writing a novel. Oh? What's it called? Aether Almanac. Sounds fancy. I'm still in the process of writing it, and frankly, there's a lot to do, but I have published some chapters already. If you're willing to give it a read, I'll be happy to share it. Of course, I mean, you can't write badly. Thank you for your trust. It's a collection of short stories centered around one divine being. It needs a lot of improvement. I don't expect my target graphic to be older than myself. Still, it's a work I love dearly. It's the first time I've heard him use love in regard to something. I should read it soon, I thought. You'd end up just postponing it until the very last minute. One's writing is the mirrors of one's soul. I was afraid of my imaginary construct of Vincent shattering upon looking into it. Yeah, even this Charles has that imaginary version of Vincent. Interlude, Aether Almanac. In the land of eternity, there lived a scientist. Exiled from her homeland for heresy against their belief, she decided to travel around the world to see all its wonders. She saw civilizations rise and fall, stars explode and form new lives, and new forms of life come into existence. After thousands of years of wandering, she began to grow weak in her limbs. She walked and walked until she stumbled and fell into the ground. There she lay for a few days, unable to get up on her own. People passed by. Some asked if she was feeling unwell. Some pitied her and gave her food to eat. Some gave advice on how to get back on her feet, but nobody extended a hand. One day she felt someone lift up her weakened frame. She looked up and saw a being she couldn't quite describe, as its form was constantly changing. It was the most fascinating sight she'd ever seen. "What are you?" the scientist asked. "I cannot be defined by mere words," it laughed, amused by her question. "Some call me White Queen, but that was only one of my many masks. I am neither man nor woman, for I am not human. They say meeting me is a great blessing that happens once in many millions of years. Therefore, how I grant you one wish," the being offered. "Say, what do you wish for?" The scientist, full of unlimited knowledge, the world's treasures, and invaluable health, none of those wonders interested her any longer. "Can you remain by my side?" she asked, her voice growing weak as the realization that she grew tired of solitude dawned at her. "Fortunately, I cannot grant you that wish, as nothing can bind me," was the divine being's answer, and the scientist hung her head low. "However, if it's a lifelong partner you want..." Without much warning, the creature tore off the scientist's finger, and her identical copy grew from it. The scientist screamed from the sharp pain that pierced her. The relentless god spoke again. "It knows everything you do, and understands you better than anyone ever would. It will never leave your side and remain with you in life and death. When your sight fades, it will become your eyes. When you lose strength for your legs, it will carry you in its embrace. Together, you are one. I dream of falling to a pit of identical corpses and wake up in a cold sweat. Different. I guess that tells us a lot about Vincent as well. That I guess that's something he desires himself. Anri's idly browsing her phone as I struggle to finish a mission in a shooter I was playing. Wow, Benno's sure popular. I just looked up his novel and it has like 15 fan communities. Oh? What are you acting all surprised for? Aren't you his fan or something? Stop it, I'm not a blind follower. I read his writing the other day. It's good, like, really good, but I didn't like it. Whoa, okay. Care to explain? Well, the overarching theme of his stories is that you can only save yourself. It's like other people don't exist or can't be of any help, even if they're around. His characters either choose solitude or end up in circumstances where they're surrounded by their own selves. Yeah, this is, yeah, the same, yeah. Don't you think it's close minded to think that way? Wow, Isla. I knew you were dense as a brick, but not to this extent. What do you mean? Irene rubs her temples and gives her me a reprimanding stare. Listen, doesn't all this remind you of a certain someone? Breaking. Young people aged 12 to 16 found dead on the shore. The motives behind their deaths remain unclear. Numerous sources report that they are all frequent visitors of Heaven's Gate's community website, a web cult whose beliefs may have led them to suicide. Vincent skipped school for 3 weeks. When I see him again, there's a mask plastered on his face. Vincent Fenno is smiling. Interlude. God. It's dark in the morgue. We sit on the cold ceramic floor. Felix Honecker doesn't have long left to live. How are you feeling, Mr. Honecker? Tired, but that's nothing new. Is everyone putting an all-nighter because of me? Yeah, even Florence didn't hold back on soap. Felix sighs. Even though I did nothing to deserve this kind of treatment, you all chose to act stupid. What are you soaking for, idiot? You'll see me tomorrow. That person won't be you. I doubt anyone will notice a difference. Not like I did anything remarkable during my lifespan. You gave a shit about me. Although, you gave a shit about everyone else. Just like Henry. Before he fell ill. It's unfair. We both know I'm a copy. First, Mr. Honecker tells me it's okay to care, then he complains when I do. Which is it? Do you believe in God, Bennett? No. Henry Huxley isn't someone as shallow as that. I see. Then it must be the same for me too. Mr. Honecker, I won't make friends with you the next time we meet. It's a promise then. Exams. Exams are stressful, but they're nothing I'm prepared for. After all, I've always been a diligent student. I got paired with Anne during the language exam, and we passed with flying colours. Vincent, however, remains as distant as ever. For the past month, we haven't got to talk at all. I don't know what he's thinking. How disappointing. I can't seem to find any topics to discuss with you, Isla. No, Vincent's not that petty. The very fact that you thought of me like that makes you the petty one. The truth is yours, imaginary Mr. Fennel. I understood that the way I use words impacts people around me, so I decided to distance myself from people who are easily influenced. More plausible. But it doesn't mean he thinks very low of me. There's no guarantee that we'll keep in contact after graduating either. I can't shake up the feeling of frustration welling up and end up losing sleep at night. I'm so anxious that I decided to discuss it with Annery. She likes food, so I lure her by inviting her to a cafe. He wrote, "What?" Annery starts a cherry tomato on her plate. It makes a popping sounding burst. Maybe telling her wasn't a good idea after all. So what if he's a cult leader? I want to talk to him again. Besides, he only helped copyright the text. Not like he involved himself in the activity. Your moral compass did a complete 180 right now. Listen, I'm sure he understands the weight of his actions. His current isolation must be damage control. Are you sure he's not just a control freak who enjoys having power over others? God, Annery, are we talking about the same person here? He's the most tactful person I know. He wouldn't. If you commit suicide because he told you your imaginary world will become real, don't come crying to me. Jeez. Yeah, yeah. This is it's the funny thing is that yeah, not really funny, but yeah, it's pretty much yeah, it's how Vincent was also. You can't cry if you're dead, Miss Warhol. Anyway, Venom's dangerous, okay? People like him harm others without realizing it. The accident confirmed it. If he's a writer, he should take full responsibility for the messages he's communicating. And don't go, it's their fault on me. But it is. Everyone has their own brains. If they decide self-destruct for hearing they're in a video game, then they were already predisposed to it. We just saw the cult site and bam, confirmation bias activated. They wanted a motive, they got it. I would never end my life just because I stumbled on some creepy pasta on the internet. It would take more than that, like mother's death. Or my own health deteriorating to the point where I start hurting others when Hey, stop it. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm completely right either. Circumstances are different in each individual's case, I know that. I'm just worried about him. Knowing Vincent, he'll never talk about himself. Which is okay with me if that's what he wants. But if I keep ignoring this, then what if he... I think I'm running on the field, children are laughing, illuminated by sun. People like that don't live long. Fine, I get it. Talk to him when you get the chance, okay? I'm sure you two will figure out something. I walk Henry home and wave her goodbye. When I see Vincent next time, what should I tell him? No matter what I'll say, I'll find myself afraid of hearing his answer. Graduation. Graduation day finally arrives. Time sure flies. Charlie, over here. Who? Hello? Do you really not recognize me? Oh yeah! I remember just now. That makes more sense. I just remembered, yeah, right. They talked about how Henry that she dyed her hair because she was dating Charles as well. Just realized that's why her hair is brown here. And yeah, Charles sure looks like yeah, Umbrella Man. I think ow, okay, 7. Stop kicking me in this warhole, please. I know I look good. You do too. I look like my father. And you hate it? I don't know. I don't know anymore. What that matters is my mother is doing better. Irene pats my head. Okay, try to have fun today. Thanks. You too. I look for Vincent in the crowd. He's talking to one of our teachers. All smiles as usual. I join in as his shadow. Isla, you look different. You look tired. Do I? Well, I suppose I'm not really fond of long ceremonies. Is Miss Warhol not with you? She's participating in a photo shoot with other girls. I ran away as soon as I saw the camera. Vincent laughs, visibly amused. And it's too stuffy in this suit. I have to agree. There's not much we can do about it, right? Yeah, I just want it to be over soon. By the time we get a rented conference hall, it's already evening. The banquet doesn't interest me, but I already paid for it, so I stuff myself full of random appetizers. Can't deny I like I like the appetizer stuffs in like small party stuff like that. I don't know why, but to be fair, they're bite sized. Vincent's dissecting a steamed carrot with a precision of a surgeon at a nearby table. He seems bored. The moment I decide to approach him, he's engaging in conversation with someone else. Too bad. I decide to look for Anne-Marie and find her surrounded by girls on the floor below. I guess she's having fun, so I leave her to it. It dawns on me that out of all the people in my class, I only managed to become somewhat friendly with 2. The rest, I don't really have anything to talk about. And this is homework. It's the best that we forget each other's names after we all go separate ways. Yeah, graduation sure has a feels to it, huh? In the corner of my eye, I see Vincent leaving the hall. You're leaving? Just taking a walk outside. It's a bit noisy in here. Oh, alright. It doesn't seem like he's going to come back. See you later then. See you. Crap, his coat is still here. And around the building, Vincent is nowhere to be seen. I jog a bit to the main road until I spot a familiar silhouette. Fennel, wait, your coat. Ah, Thank you. You needn't have run. I'd have come back for it later. It didn't seem like it. Vincent covers his mouth with his hand, hiding the surfacing emotion. Is that so? Mind if I walk with you for a bit? Sure. We walk in silence. There's not much on my mind. There's too much on my mind, but I can't put any of it into words. Somehow we ditched the prom night without really planning to. I don't think anybody's going to look for me today anyway. We reach the viewpoint on the hill. It's the highest platform in the old town. Vincent is panting lightly, exhausted from climbing the stairs. It's pretty high up here, isn't it? I'm not too fond of high places. It feels all too familiar for some reason. I feel sick. I like them though. Even the air here feels cleaner. Vincent leans over the fence and inhales the night air, being above everything, leaving all the noise and commotion down below. Don't you feel the same? No. I feel like I could fall down any second. I see. Oh, are you alright? I crouch down, my head spinning. I'm not alright. It's like we've been here before. Yes, yet it's not the same. Ah, here we are. Are we experiencing this? Yeah, it's like when Vincent committed suicide. You, you never really talk about anything that really matters, do you? Always all the smiles and big talk. Talking, yet nothing you say has real weight to it. I'm seeking for a smiling face. What? Ah, I see. Should I say what you want to hear then? Or agree with everything you say like you always do? My personality has nothing to do with this. Does it? I'm led to believe you're as much of a control freak as I am. No matter how much of us worry about you, you decide to shoulder everything on your own. Because of how my mother is. That's because I don't want to be a burden. But for you, it's all about your image. But if I ask for help, who would provide it? You? At the very least, I listen to what you have to say. You just don't trust me enough. You don't trust anyone. Vincent's eyes gleam with ice. The only one who sees the problem in it is you, Isla. You're not the solution to my problems. Neither am I to yours, even though you seem to think otherwise. Needles and knives. His words pierce through, but I don't falter. I know. Yet I want to understand you. It's not your fault, but I don't. You're always someone I've looked up to. You could do things I couldn't and find the right words to influence others. It always felt like your opinion mattered. I crouched down and faced the ground, suddenly flustered. I I thought I wouldn't mind losing my individuality if it meant getting influenced by yours. Vincent's gaze becomes absent-minded. I'm a bit envious. I have no one like that. There's only myself. Always have been. I have no role model, and have had a hard time finding a reflection of myself in other people. It's like standing on the other side of a one-way mirror. But I don't think of others as inferior to myself. In fact, I like people a lot. That's why I always try to show it with appropriate words. Language passwords, like we discussed once, remember? Friend, soulmate, partner. These are all really easy to say. The only difference is that while they have meaning to others, these words sound empty to me. I've never felt close to anyone. The kind, understanding Vincent Venno that didn't exist until I created him. I remember Vincent in the kindergarten, a mostly dead kid gathering crowds around him with useless trinkets from popular shows. The only time he'd ever show emotion was when he tore off the wings of those ants, claiming to be in control. Control. Is that what it's all about? You claim that you don't mean things you say, that your personality is fabricated. I don't think you're entirely being honest. You're right. I don't mean either. Ah, he's insufferable. However, Vincent is looking at me. His mind is elsewhere. It's like there's a wall between myself and the rest. I've been trying to break through it by trying to be someone I'm not. Yet it's meaningless. Even if I make it seem like he exists, I can't become him. Deep inside, I must be the same child who laughed at those ants whose wings he tore off. Just because it was the only time when he felt like he was in control over someone's life. Because he lacked control over his own. Still, you've been trying your best, haven't you? Always talk about a quiet place, those bruises. I think it's pretty obvious at this point that whoever you live with, they've been. I stumble my own words. They haven't been treating you well. Sorry. The Vincent I remember was an empty husk of a person. It's like you were never physically there at all. You have time. You're able to gain control of your life. It's not like you became someone from whom others look up in overnight to overnight. You worked hard for it because you care. That's just a life narrative you constructed for me. It's nothing that pretty. I can't be proud of being a hypocrite. Would you rather disassociate for the rest of your life? I don't want that either. Both choices are wrong. There's just no hope for me, is there? This life. I already tried to put an end to it a month ago. Huh? I didn't think much of it. It was something I knew would happen one day or another, naturally. Yet I ended up not going all the way. I thought, I still haven't returned that notebook. I was supposed to put an end to everything. For a ridiculous reason like that, I didn't. My eyes begin to sting, but no tears come out. I I may be insignificant and frankly boring, but I'm going to do my best to become someone you can consider your equal, so that you won't feel so alone. I'll keep doing my best so you so I in the corner of my eye I see Vincent crouching down near me, putting a hand on my shoulder. Don't push yourself, he says, his gaze remaining frozen. You're already doing enough. Empty words and template phrases. Neither of us can find comfort in each other's words. Neither of us know what to do. I want you to live, I croak out. Not to a corpse, but to an imaginary construct. Not not to an imaginary construct, not to a vacant shell, but to Vincent Fennell himself. History repeats. I can't see his face. I see, Vincent says simply. No tears, no surprises. That's how Vincent Fennell is. Yet his words sounded almost thankful. Vincent gets up and extends his hand to me. Congrats on graduating, Charles. I reach out and accept his hand. The future still remains uncertain, yet I feel like I'll be able to fall asleep tonight. The sun rises. A new day has come. The end. Whew. I see. It's like, yeah, this is pretty much. It gives insight more into Charles, Henry, and Vincent uh, in the true realm, of course. And you get an idea. It's not exactly the same circumstances, but I know Vincent feels like he'd be pretty similar to how he was, except even then the Vincent uh in the main games became, he went through with it and stuff, and believed in his own stuff about, you know maybe it's just a way of convincing himself. Let's go to There's another story here. Diary. One day, a mother of a young family brought home a doll. She did so out of necessity rather than out of a whim or out of strong desire. It wasn't that kind of doll you'd normally see on the shelves of a large supermarket. It wasn't a particularly beautiful doll, being pudgier and noisier than her peers. Her insides were made of a slime that always seemed to ooze out of her nose and mouth. But the mother seemed to be content with those unsightly defects. The dough was supposed to melt into sticky, dripping, wet, foul-smelling glue that would keep the mother's marriage from falling apart after all. The father didn't want to keep the item, but to his disappointment, the shop didn't accept any returns. The doll became a fitting addition to the house's interior, for she sit perfectly among the counterfeit porcelain tea sets and useless trinkets stuffed onto the shelves. Pictures reflecting her snotty face filled up the family albums, 1,000 fabricated certificates of a model family life. One day the glue went dry and the family fell apart, and the porcelain plates hit the walls and the trinkets fell from the shelves. The doll remains still. The slime inside of her turned into water and flooded the room. The woman who brought it left the house, leaving all her pawned possessions behind. A new owner soon came, and Henry was born. Henry. Henry. Wait. Wait. I think this is Henry then. Founding Bordeaux, it wasn't pretty. Maybe it's Henry? No, because there's two Henrys. Was it? I don't think it's Henry Huxley, was it? It's not his name, right? No, it's not Henry Huxley. Yeah, it's Henry Huxley, but then Henry. There's two Henrys, Henry Huxley and Henry Warhol. Yeah, so I guess it's about Henry. Oh, let's wait. Let's see. I never felt like others treated me like a human being, rather as an object, a commodity in human disguise. To my family, I was akin to a not particularly expensive piece of furniture that they kept around despite having bought a replacement. To my classmates, I was a wind-up doll they could push around by provoking it, laughing at how clumsy it was. Due to almost too cliched parental neglect, I was never taught proper hygiene. So my peers made sure to laugh at the way I smelled after. Oh wait, that's Anri, right? The previous doll, right? So my peers made sure. I see. Yeah, the glue to fix a broken marriage. Yeah. So my peers made sure to laugh at the way I smelled after forgetting to shower for weeks, and the way dirt gathered on my fingernails. We hid my clothes after peeing, called my names, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. As soon as puberty hit, I became more convinced that I was no more than an object. Maybe it's because I used to eat too much, or maybe due to genetics. I grew to be more well endowed than other girls my age. Disgusted looks I used to get turned into something more primal and feral. Lust. Starved for attention, I wanted to be desired. A gift needs pretty wrapping, a realization came. Under my modest clothes, I wore stockings and garter belts. I asked for expensive underwear as a birthday present. Began paying more attention to my hygiene. My hair became perfectly combed, not a single strand out of place. Porcelain skin nurtured by evening mask and face cream. Fake, but no longer unwanted. People I never talked to began asking me out. Girls swarmed around me, talking about boys, periods, and reality shows I couldn't bring myself to care about, but watched anyway. It was something new, something I didn't know I longed for. My first kiss was with a girl. It was a drinking party and everyone was drunk and horny enough to play sex dice, obviously meant for older crowds. I didn't like her, but I liked how it felt. I decided I wanted more. Silky shirts, short skirts, knee socks, fluttering lashes, flawless mascara, not a single pimple on my skin. It didn't matter that I was stuffed with chunks of meat swarming with maggots, squirming, wriggling, eating me from the inside. Charles Eiler wasn't a particularly attractive person. Despite his above average looks, Simba's attitude gave away that something wasn't right. Maybe it was the way he scratched his skin and bit his nails, or the way he stared into empty space, muttering something. There was no Wi-Fi in his flip phone, yet he was constantly taking out of his pocket in short intervals, typing a message to nowhere, setting an alarm clock off, on, back on. A foolproof tactic to ease rising anxiety. In class, he would often respond to the name of a girl classmate, and everyone would start laughing. He covered his mouth, mortified the teacher's question wasn't directed at him. Therefore, mutterings, jerky movements, constantly on the edge and anxious to detach, Charles Eiler was far from pleasant. Oh, maybe there was like, either he would respond to someone saying Scarlet, like there's another Scarlet in his class, and I don't know if this is gonna be either. I don't think it's this Heaven's Gate Anri. Maybe it's the Anri from episode 3. But then maybe I don't know. Maybe it's another girl called Charlotte. Yet I found us to be similar. I felt like there was something eating him from the inside. Maybe he was a stuffed with full of maggots too. He was sitting in an empty classroom. I was absent-mindedly scrolling down the feed on my phone. Isla was finishing his homework for the next day. He did all the assignments during break and got excellent marks for it. I never got why he was in such a rush. So, what's your answer? Yes or no? Ira didn't look in my eye. Instead, he was looking for a spot between me and the window frame. What? Ah, sorry. What are you talking about? I couldn't hear you well in this noise. Isla's voice echoed throughout the empty, eerily quiet classroom. Everyone else had gone home a long time ago. I started to get annoyed. Like I was saying, will you date me? Seconds passed. Isla muttered indistinguishable words, still distracted by something. He was visibly uncomfortable. Okay. What? You're okay with it? I mean, why not? If you want to. Listen, I need to go home quick. I'm sorry. His words made no sense. Isla grabbed his bag and stormed out the classroom. What was that about? Henry used to be a high achiever in elementary. By middle school, he lost all motivation to study. Eventually, he stopped leaving his room. Hold on. You need to spend more time with your brother, father had told me on numerous occasions. Each time, more insistently, his wife. His wife nodding behind his back, as if the smelly freeloader didn't get enough attention from them already. Sometimes I sit on my phone in my brother's room, listening to the click-clack of Henry's keyboard. It was always dark in his room. The air inside was damp, next to the lingering stench of instant noodles and used tissues littering the floor. Ugh. Sometimes Henry got tired of playing and flopped onto the bed near me. He was not a talkative kid, so I never got what he was thinking. Sometimes he'd crawl into me and bury his head in my chest, just laying there as I blankly stared into space. In the darkness, barely illuminated by LED lights, he told me about his two-dimensional sweethearts. Like then. Henry brought his smartphone and shoved it into my face. It's Space Idol Guri Guri. All these are from the anniversary pool, he muttered, scrolling down his card collection. How much you spend on her? Not much. Liar. Henry. A reluctant pause. She's worth it. I felt tired. Hey, shouldn't you be interested in real girls at your age? No, they're gross. Am I gross too? Kinda. Henry squeezed closer to me. Too close for comfort. I could smell his foul breath. Henry was extremely bad at maintaining hygiene, just like I had once been. We used in our genes. He must be starved for body contact without realizing it, I thought absent-mindedly. Hey, stop it, you're too close. Go ask Mom to cuddle you. Henry didn't listen, only buried his head deep into my chest. He was like a toddler. Mom and Dad only buy me things. They don't care about me. Believe me, they do. Unlike you, I didn't have that luxury. Say, why won't you leave your room? It's pointless. What is? Everything. There's nothing I want to do in life. The only times I feel happy are when I play games or sleep. But I don't want to die either. So I'll just stay here forever. How pathetic. Charlie, you need to see a doctor. I gave Hylas a firm squeeze. He was shaking. You were sitting on the cold floor in the boys' bathroom. They were around 50 minutes until the third period ended. I was trying to ignore the writing on the wall. Warhol was a slut. Island responded with a minute-long delay. What do they do? What would they do? Stuff with pills? At the very least, they'll help. They didn't help Mother. I'm talking about you. Charlie, please, stop pretending you're okay. You're planning on telling me what's wrong, and at the very least, try to seek help yourself. If I say anything, she'll throw my pet cat out the window or worse. She. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. This is the True Realm, not True Realm. Yeah, yeah. The episode 3 True Realm Charles. That's Scarlet, his Topa. I don't understand at all, but Ilo was shaking. He was completely terrified. I'm terrified too of him and his mind. It's not your fault, is all I could say, unable to find the right words. Seeing comfort, I squeezed his hand harder. It was the end of the year party. There's something about the thrill of blaring music and fleeting conversations I cannot put into words. There I was able to forget who I am and who I cannot be. He must have been a handsome guy from the parallel class. Pretty handsome, I had to admit. Care for a drink, he asked me. Sure, I replied, and took the plastic cup from his hand. The room began to tilt. Are you okay? He asked. I'll take you to rest upstairs. There was something in my drink, I blatantly realized as I led to the upper floor. As my consciousness faded, I thought of Eiler. It was dawning on me that he didn't want to own, to possess, to consume. He didn't want me. He didn't want anything I was able to offer. He wanted something that couldn't be seen, something immaterial and ethereal. He wanted to be saved, but I am merely an object. My head was filled with mocking comments from my classmates that I said at party, constant expectations, graffiti on the wall. I was trying so hard. I was trying my best. Yet, was I still not enough? When it came to, I was surrounded by girls, concerned yet relieved looks on their faces. I wanted to go home. I woke up one day to the heated debates in the kitchen. It was probably about Henry. Nothing ever changed. I snuck into his room trying to make a sound. He was curled into a ball under the desk, shaking, muttering something. Henry, it's me. Come out. Stop hiding. Leave me alone. What happened? He wanted to fix me. Send me to therapy. And I don't want to be fixed. Give me a break. Just look how much they cared about you. And about your useless, stinky, perverted. I had to calm down. Ben, what do you want? To be with Guri Guri. Guri is not a person. I don't give a shit. Hey, language. You just don't want to make an effort to gain positive emotions in real life. Harry goes quiet for a moment. I'm tired, was his only answer. I'm tired too. Charles Eiler started taking pills. No more jerky movements, no more staring into space. There was a permanent smile plastered onto his face. He seemed alarmingly normal. We went out for food and movies. I made sure to Instagram all the food we ate and the places we visited. It would surely become proof of our normalcy. I thought about myself, and I actually heard me instead of spacing out, erratically checking his phone and muttering something under his breath. In turn, I told me about mother, about things he saw that others didn't, about the writer he admired. Everything was normal, just like I'd wanted to be. Okay, yeah, this is when they were at the date scene, yeah. I think. I see. It's Anri's perspective, pretty much. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, cause yeah, Charles's perspective of Anri was that she, just dated him for social stuff, and like maybe, but Anri herself felt there was a similarity between them. So, like, did you do it already? Hey, oh come on, of course we did. Oh my god, for reals? He seems like such a wimp, though. I bet it was the worst. To be honest, you deserved so much better. You aren't lying, right? I can't believe that Eiler is capable of something more than hand-holding. Yeah, like, did he really man up? If a guy doesn't want you, then there must be something wrong with his dick. Looks like you have to take action to help him overcome it somehow. Otherwise, your relationship is doomed, Lo. Right, Henry? Lo, yeah. Doesn't insult you? I asked, showing Ida the group chat. I liked him about everything, but, Charles yawned, shaking his head in disinterest. You only get insulted when you view something as insulting, C says. I see. Oh, C. Yeah, C. Yeah. So, no, it doesn't. What the hell? I thought you'd be hurt or something. Charles laughed mischievously. What, you wanted to console me, Miss Warhol? I turned away, brows furrowed. I got upset, They don't know you at all. He was taken aback at first and ruffled my hair with his blistered hand. Sorry. Know what Stoics say? You're provoked by your own judgment of situation. And we don't expect people to view us the way we perceive ourselves. So don't worry about me. Here he goes again, apologizing. I was very sure that even if he understood all this, some part of him must have been affected. But his words were somehow reassuring. Did he feel the same way when he talked to C, I wonder? Feeling above everything, unaffected by surrounding opinions? That person really must be so strong if they were able to influence Charles to this extent. If I stayed by his side, maybe I'd be saved one day too, I thought. And that thought alone felt comforting enough to help me get through another day. Charleston turned on a horror movie and I fell asleep on his shoulder. Personal space be damned. There's a last conversation we had before everything went to shit. The god of his world was no more. Months later, we moved to another town. It was never my decision to make. I left most of my possessions at the old home. Wait, yeah, before thing. Okay, they still talk. Yeah, of course they do. But yeah, then we know everything that happened with like Charles C dying. Well, Vincent dying. Charles saying, "Oh, why don't we kill ourselves together?" To Henry because I don't know he misunderstood her. That stuff. Henry played Pokemon during the entire trip, then vomited it onto my shirt. Carsick. I pet his oily hair, letting my nails sink into flakes of chronic seborrhea, and dead skin. I thought of Charles once again. Without anything solid to ground him, wouldn't he float away? In the last moments we spent together, I had already felt like he wasn't really present, as if maggots swarming inside of him had already consumed his inside. How unfair. 5. Hey, how are you, Charlie? You should leave him alone, Henrietta Warhol. Eiler, I'm being serious. So am I, so please stop writing us. Us? Why? You're a hindrance. If you continue pestering me, I'll make your personal information public. You have things to hide, don't you? 4. Henry, hi. I'm sorry for the last time. Feel free to block me. Okay, nice sound like Charles. Apology accepted. Hi, are you okay? More or less. How's Mum? Like usual. I spend more time with her. That's nice. How are you holding up? I'm fine, trying to adjust to a new place. Harry's an idiot and blew a whole load of money on online gambling, so Dad took away his debit card. Helps him right, I guess. I'm working as a waitress, so I have my own income. But I guess most of the money will go to my parents anyway. Debts and all. Do you have plans for uni or... I'm taking a year off. Can't deal with it right now. I'm not sure what I want to do. Yeah. Only the job you're crazy about can get you a good income. Or just luck, really. Higher education won't really promise you a good place in life. Nice pasta. Did you get into med uni? Oh no, in a month. I don't remember the day of the exam. Uh-oh. What will you do if you don't pass? Kill myself, I guess. No, JK. It's not funny. I know, I'm being serious. I'm over to take care of, so don't worry. Hi, Henry, hi, how are you? Heart emojis. Gross. Either is that really you? Of course it's me. Okay. I'm fine, just having trouble adjusting to a new place. Didn't make any friends yet. I don't really want to pretend to be someone else just to fit in. No one really wants to hang out with me when I'm myself. I feel alone. You doing okay? I'm okay. Especially asked not to talk about the remnants though. Charlie, I'm scared of you, of what you're becoming. I thought I didn't understand you before, but now I feel I don't understand you at all. I'm not sure what to do. You need to seek help. Shit. I'm so sorry. If you're reading this is me, I'm not okay. I'm not sure I'm myself anymore. Sometimes I just close my eyes and find myself at an unfamiliar place several hours later. Wait. Uh, I'm not too sure. Unless it's, I don't know, it's not Scarlet. But yeah. I passed my exams, but my failing class is hard. I feel like vomiting just looking at people. They don't look human. I'm afraid if we meet again, you won't look human too. So please don't try to find me. Mother is not okay. She's not responding anymore. Everything is distorted, and I'm clearly bothering you. I need to put a stop for this. Those were lost messages from Charles. His phone went dead and he never replied back. Trying to cope with this reality, I tried to forget about him. A year later, I found out that Eilers no longer lived at the old address. Charles Eiler had disappeared without a trace. I want to think he's okay, but I know better. Lilith Eiler was buried in a local cemetery. Looks like Charles took care of her burial before disappearing. I won't live longer than Mother would, he once told me, and stayed true to his words. I like to think that his soul went where she is. Perhaps he's lying at the bottom of a vast sea, his form flickering, uncertain. I want to lie down near and make sure his carcass doesn't float away. Yeah, that's how it pretty much ended up. Same place, I guess that's ironic. But that's a selfish wish to have. Instead, I placed a bouquet on his grave and whispered a quiet prayer. Diary, end. Well, that's a way to end. Jeez. Yeah, so that's pretty much Henry's perspective on the true realm. Well, yeah, the stuff that was going on besides from Charles' perspective. Yeah, it does give a perspective. It does give a new view on like how to view Henry and like even just sorry, the one that we just had, the main game of this was like, as in the spin-off version was like, you did get an idea of her, and even then it's like, yeah, her home life sucks, and her brother's a gadget addict who is a need, who just hates people and all that. Hmm. Yeah, no one in this story has a great life, is it? Vincent, well, in the end, Charles didn't know Vincent, and what's it called? In the actuality, yeah, Charles didn't know Vincent that well, yet he does idolize him and all that, and etc. and all that stuff. I want to play the game again, and it's awkward that it's not. Let me move to the other screen because there's no sound. Hold on. There we go. Just a bit of sound because like. Whoops. Why is that there? I see, that's why. Hello. Yeah, it's my art. It's the screen I use for the art stream, but oh well. I'm floating here. Hello. Oh yeah. It's been, yeah. I really like this series, and damn, I want to play it again to like have a better understanding. Well, now that I have a better understanding of the plot stuff, like just to like re-examine everything again, and I'm curious to see. Well, you shouldn't be watching this if you know spoilers already, but like, spoilers for, yeah, I'm curious about like, how to say, oh yeah, if there's any like foreshadowing stuff that, you know, that Scarlet Isla became Charlotte Wiltshire that we always know and love, that we knew and loved. I guess you could say. The episode 1 and 2, like the only one I could think of, the hint is that I remember there was that data log that talked about the fog in Charlotte's mind. I thought it was Huxley because it's like, okay, why it's in the same room as him, so it might be Huxley, but it's not. It said how she was really studious and all that, but then the fog came in and then she became how she is in her mind, that sort of thing. And also the Oracle talked about the fog, so it was obviously about Charlotte. But yeah, and I'm curious about the Oracle's conversation with Scarlet, because it talked about also keeping it like, I instantly, you know, fell into that thing, the irony of that, the whole, oh, the puppeteer won't care about you, they don't care about you, they care about Charlotte or something like that. But then it's like, oh, turns out, yeah, Scarlet Isla is Charlotte. And also something about Scarlet keeping a journal, the Book of Truth thing, maybe. I'm curious. I do want to play again, maybe in the next year, maybe at minimum 6 months from now. But I do want to play it again. I want to stream it again. It's just self-indulgence by this point, but I really want to play it again. Yeah. And I can now finally retweet art from this series because, gosh, I really wanted to. I was tempted to, because I really like the character design, the art, the things around it even. But no spoilers for myself, so I held back from looking up. Even if I was getting sprites and stuff from the wiki, I actually avoided spoilers a good amount. Like, There was stuff I thought were spoilers, but it worked out. What else was there? But yeah, this was a brilliant series. Like, damn, I am surprised I haven't heard about this. To be fair, I didn't really go searching around RPG Maker horror games that much. I guess because it's not as gameplay intensive either. Like, there is some stuff, but like, let's say for example, Witch's House is pretty much a death simulator, and I mentioned it yesterday, but like, I'm surprised this game didn't get as much attention. I mean, all the reviews on Steam are like great, like overwhelmingly positive. Well done, wow. And what to say? Yeah, I'm surprised this game didn't get as much. There is still some. I still searched up, and there is like the big reviews and stuff, but there's still some people who played, and it's got a decent amount of views as well. And what's it called? I guess, yeah, like the most well-known RPG Maker games in the past, like Ib, To the Moon, Manfather, Witch's House, etc. were like back in the heydays of Let's Plays. Yeah, this was great though. I want to play Eferin's other game that came out. What was it called? Tomorrow Won't Come for Those Without. But I'll give it a bit of time. I pretty much got a fresh new start besides continuing Xillia for the next upcoming schedules. So some new games to come in. But yeah, what else was there? Yeah, I don't have much else to say right now. I really wanna, as I said, I just wanna go back and play this game again, just to appreciate the stuff again. And I guess in a sense, it's like, I don't want this to end, but all things have an end. I know, it's that finality, I guess. It's like finality. I guess it's that funny thing, like for example, One Shot. I won't spoil it here because it's not related, but like some games, Charlotte episode 3 locks you out of starting the game again. DLC does the same thing, unless you delete a file. And it's like Undertale does that as well, kind of. I think, but it's like, it's that feeling like, it's an RPG Maker common thing. It's like that feeling, that finality. It's like, it's sad, but at the same time, it's like, that's the end. That's the be-all end-all. It's I can't wait to look, just to see and just look around for more. And there's I think there's like 2 upcoming games that Efren's planning. Let me see. Where is it? Mr. Rayner's Solve It Service and Rehab Friday. Mr. Rayner's, we don't know, but I think it's Mr. Huxley's Rehab Friday. Now, I just saw on the site, it's like, Hello Charlotte, Delirium's art for it. It's like Henry and Delirium Charlotte stepping on I don't know. I think it's Seth, maybe. Yeah. Let me just show it real quick. It is linked to the one I played just now, so it works. Whoops, wrong place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, we're still here. Like that. It's just I checked the site and it's like that's the art they use for Delirium. And yeah, it's Charlotte and Henry stepping on someone. To be fair, it's probably it's odd, but it's like the best outcome for Henry's character, I guess. Kinda. Well, she doesn't have to deal with her brother anymore, and it's like I don't know. She's the closest. Yeah, straight up like Charlotte's my girlfriend. Straight up from her. So yeah, it's pretty much the best relationship she has with Charlotte, and it's the happiest she's been. But yeah. Oh, they plan on doing Delirium but more serious with whatever. That'll be interesting to see as well. I'm excited to see what more stuff Ephraim comes up with in the future. But yeah, I'm gonna play Tomorrow Won't Come for Roosevelt sometime in the future. Not yet, but yeah. Rehab Friday with Dr. Huxley's planned game. Mr. Rainer's Solve It Service is another game that she's planning. They're planning. But yeah, I'm excited to play. There's a demo for it, but I'll wait until the full game's out. But yeah, I'm excited to play. And so, yeah. Thank you all for coming. Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you all for coming, and yeah. For anyone who's coming in the future, see you later. See what? Sorry, what? Thank you for dropping by as well. Yeah. Thank you all for coming, and as I said again, if you're dropping by later on in the future, thanks for dropping by as well. I'll catch you all later, and I'll post the art that I did for the thumbnail now on Twitter, and now I'm done. God, I absolutely love the art style too. Hello Charlotte as well. I just love the art style. Yeah, I'll catch you all later. See you sometime, maybe Tuesday. Maybe I'll stream. I'll probably stream. I'm not planning on streaming tomorrow, but I'll probably stream Tuesday or something. But yeah, catch you all later. Yeah, schedule done. Now this means nothing. Let's see. Let's do that. Yeah, hello. See you later. This is the R I did, yeah. See yous. See you later.